Hey everybody, welcome to Beyond the Blueprint. Today we got the one and only Mr. Grady King with Triumph Glass and Mirror, right?
That's it.
We got Tyson Johnson, Mr. Braden, the best ever, Compton, best there ever was. And behind the dials we got Taylor over here with Cedar Creek Media. Hello. So hey Grady, tell us a little bit, kind of where you're from, how you got started, and a little bit about your business.
Well, I'm from Cedar Creek Lake.
Yeah.
I am from this area. Man, I got started in the glass business in 1999, working for a company. My uncle got me in the glass business. And then...
That company was down here, right?
No, my company was in Dallas.
Okay.
The Dallas area. So when I finished my education down here, I moved to Central Texas and then moved to the Dallas area after that. And then... So I was in the glass business, and then in 2006, my wife and I started Triumph Glass, and that's been 20 years ago.
That's when I was born.
Yeah, it's been a long time. It's been a long time.
So a lot we have a lot in common. Not only did we not grow up down here together, we kind of finished our high school kind of the same way and everything. We're probably the two most likely guys not to
not succeed. Most likely to not succeed.
And look at us now. Both of us for over 20 years ourselves been running our business and everything. And man, what a awesome thing we've kind of overcome, man. I tell you that right now. I said one of the biggest things for me is come down here to my hometown because I never planned on doing business down here. Yeah. Like you did and I did. When I left Maybank, I left Maybank. I come down here to visit my mom. That was about it.
Same thing.
Right after COVID, to come down here to start my business down here was nothing I really saw in my future back then and everything. But I think I'm glad that we're down here, and I get people like Tyson and Braden and Taylor back here, kind of find new friends, I guess.
Yeah, for sure, man.
We're at that age where most of them. A lot of them ain't here no more.
No, they're not. Unfortunately, we have lost a lot of friends. It's funny. I was thinking, when you asked me to come down here and talk about this, and I've watched some of your podcasts, and I thought to myself, man, if 35 years ago, we could go in a time machine 35 years ago, and Matt and I were sitting next to each other, and they said, guess what? 35 years from now, you and him are going to be sitting in a room together with a camera on you and a microphone.
Probably a court hearing.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Interrogation room.
Yeah,
that's
trial TV or whatever.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. But Tyson's, I think all of us are here. I mean, you graduated from Maybank too, right?
Yep.
What year was that?
2024.
2024. We got young pup. We got 1982 over here.
Yeah.
Now Taylor's from McKinney.
I was gonna say it's kind of like the Texas bumper stickers. I wasn't born here, but I got here as quick as I could.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But you live now what? Wiley,
I live in Sashe.
Yeah.
I live up in Sashe.
Is there a big difference between Wiley and Sashe? You correct people?
Not really.
Is there a rivalry there?
Oh yeah, there definitely is a rivalry. My kids played sports in Sashe. They went to high school at Sashe High School and both played sports. And yeah, there was definitely a Sashe Wiley rivalry, kind of like Maybank Kemp used to be back in the day.
Yeah.
Or I don't even know what the rivalries are anymore because the districts have
Maybank Canton,
changed.
really.
Okay,
Yeah.
Maybank Canton, probably similar to that.
Now your daughter was a big soccer player.
She was, man. She was a good soccer player.
Yeah, she
was
was
a really good soccer player. She quit playing after high school. She got hurt. Her senior year, she'd been hurt several times in high school. You know how sports are.
Oh, yeah.
High school. I mean, luckily she didn't get hurt really bad, but her senior year she hurt her ankle. She didn't get to play a single game her senior year of high school, and she was committed to play soccer in college, and she just said, man, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. And I said, be done, man. That's wonderful. Be done. And it's all turned out great. But, yeah, she was a good soccer player.
And she's the oldest one of your kids,
Yep,
right?
she's 20. She just turned 22. I have a son who's 19.
And where is he at?
He lives in Knoxville, Tennessee. He goes to
Yeah.
the University of Tennessee, so he's a freshman there. He's
Is he excited about going to the football games this year?
Oh, yeah. He went to plenty last year.
Oh,
yeah,
really? Didn't they, was that the game where they took the goalpost?
No, that was a few years ago. But he threw it in the river down
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But Yeah.
Is it Alabama?
Yeah, they beat
Tennessee?
Alabama in that game.
Yeah.
So
It's not a good weekend to be a Tennessee sports fan, though. I don't know if you're a baseball guy, but it was a bad weekend for
they
Tennessee
got
in
whooped
baseball.
yesterday bad. Basketball did.
Their baseball team got walked off 3 games in a row against Vanderbilt, so yeah, it wasn't good. And Tennessee was like top 15 in the country or something like that. And I'm not hating on Tennessee. I'm not. I just saw it on ESPN. I mean, I do like the real UT.
Over here.
I like the real UT. You know.
We'll show you some of that real orange around here.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. We hear all of that. So, but yeah, man, that's my kids. I've been married for 25 years. Be 26 this year. So, yeah,
How's the glass business?
glass business is great. It's wonderful. Yeah, it's really good. I have this little niche that I stay in the glass business, and yeah, it's been wonderful.
Shower glass.
That's mainly what we do. Is people ask me all the time. You know, they'll say, "Hey, I got a car windshield." I'm like, I don't do car windshields.
Wrong kind of glass.
Different kind of glass. But what I stick with is kind of your same stuff. It's residential glass. You know, we do shower doors, mirrors, custom wine rooms, glass stair railings, cabinet door glass. You know, we can fix windows if you have windows that are fogged up. We can tint windows if you want your windows tinted.
Has there been a glass job that you've done that's like, that's so awesome that we just did? Like maybe a celebrity or sport athlete or something like that?
Oh yeah. I've done several. Actually, I'm doing work for Shaq right now over in Heath. Y'all were talking about him the other day. Yeah. So I'm doing work at his house that he just bought and is kind of remodeling the whole thing over in Heath. So we're doing that. But yeah, I've done.
Do you deal with him or does he have like a house manager?
No, we dealt with him the first day that we met. It was right after Christmas. We went out there and he was there and met him. Super. He's a really nice guy. He's a big dude. Holy cow, he's big.
That's a big shower.
yeah, big shower. We did windows that first day. We're still in the middle of doing this.
Is it
working
a remodel?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
big
cool.
remodel. Yeah, big house in Heath that he's remodeling. He lives in Heath now at a house, and then he just bought this one. I think he's moving into this one.
Yeah, he was all over the Rockwallian
Oh yeah.
Facebook. We were talking about it on the last episode we had, that he's in there taking pictures with everybody from Home Depot to Applebee's or wherever he was at. He was running around town taking pictures and stuff, man.
Hey, seemed like a really nice guy. You know, I just met him for 30 minutes, but he seemed like a really nice
Are you seeing
guy.
more like we've been doing a lot with Braden. He's done a couple of them where you have the freestanding tub in the shower, like the
wet room,
the wet room type of deal.
Do a lot of that.
That's my favorite. I try to push that.
Yeah, it's easy to clean, man. Get that tub in there, and
it's a lot of glass too.
And I think it looks better when you.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Listen.
Is Shaq's glass gonna be like 8-foot glass? I mean, y'all
We'll
taking
probably
it
go
up?
taller than that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we'll probably go 10
little
feet.
transom or something. Up top?
Maybe on that. They're designing that right now. They're tiling the showers in the house.
really?
So yeah, I mean, I've just kind of looked at that point. We haven't installed it yet, but we will soon.
Yeah, you can't get out there. Y'all can't go out there and measure till the tile work's done.
Contrary to what a lot of people think, they want me to, look sheetrock. Hey, how, get measurements on this. That's not really how it works. We need some finished products on this. But
how often do you see like really bad tile jobs that are bad that like, no, we can't put glass on that?
Not too often, and the clientele that I deal with,
Right.
They usually have good tile jobs. But I've seen a few bad ones, but not very often.
Yeah.
Not very. And the ones over here at Mosier's, these are top notch.
No,
These are
good
the
plug.
best.
Good plug. I'll give you that 20 later on that deal.
No, but honestly, Matt, this showroom that you have, this new building is spectacular. This is really, really nice. I've seen a lot of showrooms, and they don't have what this has in it.
Yeah, we try to do something a little bit different. I spent a lot of time when this whole idea got kicked off. I stopped in. I was up in the Dallas area. Every time I stopped at a flooring place, I would stop in and just kind of check out what their showrooms look like. And they all had the same thing, clutter. I'm like, you can't really walk in. There's stuff everywhere. And I knew that's not what I wanted. And plus, we do some other things because I do have a contracting background with remodels and additions and stuff like that. We want to sell more than flooring. So we kind of incorporated the cabinets and the countertops into the deal, and a little bit of hardware too. But I wanted when you walked in, it's something that looked like an art gallery. And from every showroom we've had so far, we created the white walls, the black ceilings, and just kind of minimalize. I don't know how you say that word, but
Close. Spell it. Here, write it on this paper pencil.
No, I can't even spell it.
That's that ninth grade Maybank education.
And so what I learned through this whole deal is like, don't have too many options, right? Just have the best of the best and have it there. Can we go out there and find some cheaper manufacturers of stuff? Yes, we can, but I don't want to sell that crap, man.
Right.
And because it might be here tomorrow, but might be here next week.
100%.
And there's big box stores that are perfect for that.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't buy there.
And you gotta take some pride, and you put your name, you put Mosier's on something, or I put Triumph Glass on something. I always want, if somebody is having a house party or something, and they walk in and they see, these shower doors or this wine room or this glass railing, man, who did that?
Yeah.
Man, Grady over at Triumph Glass did that, and I'll take pride in that. I take a lot of pride in that. And there's different people for different levels of the clientele. And
for sure.
I take pride in that, and sometimes that costs a little bit more.
Yeah.
But that's what I want. I take pride in stuff.
Yeah. And that's Tyson. We grabbed Tyson. He started with us about 3 weeks ago. And the business that he used to work for used to come here and buy flooring and stuff from us. And Tyson's been very knowledgeable in things with our conversations. And I've been trying to hire him for probably about a year now. We've never talked about it really, but I think me and him both kind of knew. Like, I wanted him here because he takes pride in the work that he does. We was out on a job site this morning dealing with some stuff that we're building this house for this couple out in Tolosa. And we had an issue with one of the HVAC guys and stuff. And Tyson went in there, like the bearded wonder he is, man. He went down there.
I couldn't quit staring at it.
Yeah.
Seriously, the hair, the beard,
Well, that's why we hired him, hoping that, we get more people coming here to look for Tyson for the beard and stuff. He is somewhat of a...
He's like one of the Duck Dynasty guys.
Yes.
He is. He's a celebrity.
Oh, my God. Uncle Si.
Uncle Si.
He's 100% Uncle Si.
He is a better looking Uncle Si.
That's his new name. Uncle Ty.
He is a little bit better looking.
Oh, your name's getting changed in the intro of the podcast.
That's a clip right there. We got Uncle Si.
Uncle T. But you got any questions for Mr. Grady there, Braden?
What's your least favorite part? So we have a mutual friend who he's our associate pastor at our church. He used to own Lake Glastonbury over here.
Gotcha.
And he's one of my really good friends. And they were super busy this last summer, I guess, right before I started working with y'all. And I helped him out a couple days, and I hated it. I hated every bit of doing glass. It was terrible.
It is. I agree with you.
I hated it. I don't like heights, so that didn't help. The first job we did, we were on 4 sets of scaffolding, and it was like they were like diamond windows, and I was like, yeah, I'm not getting up there. And so I stayed on the floor and handed them the glass.
Well, you wouldn't believe it by my beautiful teeth, but about 3 years ago, I fell off a ladder, and I hit my face on a countertop and knocked my teeth out on the front right here, just knocked them all back in my head. So yeah, I don't do a lot of ladders anymore. So I don't mess with that.
You hire people for, huh?
Yeah, but honestly, we don't do a lot of stuff on big ladders. I mean, I have a crew that does window work, and they do the ladders. The least
His wife don't let him on ladders.
No, she doesn't. She sure doesn't.
Neither does the insurance company.
Exactly. But what's my least favorite part of it? I don't mind the glass, like actually messing with glass.
Yeah.
It just becomes second nature. And I had somebody tell me a long, long time ago, and these are true words, when I first started in the glass business, he said, man, just respect the glass. You have to respect glass.
Absolutely.
It's funny, I find that in the glass business, there are a lot of people, that say I'm a trim carpenter, when they're not really trim carpenters, but they'll mess with it. They'll mess with roofing, but they're not really a roofer, but they'll mess with it. A lot of people in a truck. Exactly. But a lot of people don't mess with glass.
Yeah, you either do it or you don't.
Because there's a danger factor to it.
Yes.
That, people joke around about it all the time, but there's a danger factor that keeps a lot of people from doing it. And actually, it's good for me.
Yeah.
But the least favorite part, honestly, is to me, it's just probably the paperwork.
Yeah.
It really is. It's just it gets overwhelming, and I know that has nothing to do with glass itself.
The business side of it.
But the paperwork part, just ordering stuff or all the invoicing. I mean, it's the part I think that a lot of people don't realize and they don't see. I mean, Matt understands it. And if you have been in this office for any amount of time, there's a lot to it. And I do all that. I mean, I'm a fairly small company, but I'm that way because I want attention to detail.
Right.
If there's a job that I do that I invoice or I, go give pricing on or anything like that, I am on it hands on.
Yeah. From
start to finish. I will check on some installs. I have crews that work for me that install, but I meet the customer. If you call me, my phone number that's in my pocket, that's the number on everything. So you call me directly. You don't call into an office and talk to, we'll get that message to who it needs to go to, which I think that's been a huge plus for me over the years. People want to talk to
the owner.
I hate to say the man, but
yeah,
the person in charge. They want to talk to that, and especially the clientele that we deal with.
I have to remind Braden all the time that I'm that man.
Yeah, no, but
no, he doesn't.
He doesn't. No. You need no reminding of that. Yeah. He reminds you plenty.
If he wants to talk to all of them, he can, but he's always the one. Oh, I don't want to talk to him.
Yeah,
if you want to talk to him, you can go.
I wish I had. You know what? I need somebody I could just say, hey, I don't want to talk to them. But unfortunately, I do. I talk to everybody.
Well, I end up having to talk to him anyway.
Yeah, you have to talk to them, and that's. But the paperwork part of the job. But as far as the installs or the dealing with the glass part, I think my least favorite part is just all the time that you spend driving to pick up materials. I mean, it takes a long time. You can get a lot of stuff delivered here and there, but a lot of stuff you just have to go pick up. And I'll look at it and go, man, I just spent my whole day driving around to supply houses picking stuff up, which is why stuff costs what it costs. It takes our time, and time is money. So,
is there one thing that you do every day that makes your day better?
Yeah, I wake up and kiss my wife.
Yeah.
That's what makes my day better.
Yeah,
it does. I mean, it's family's huge. I'm huge on family, man.
Yeah.
It's my wife, my kids. I love them, and they're why I do what I do.
And one of your biggest things that you do is your family. I'm guessing here, because I've been friends with you a long time, been Facebook friends and stuff. Is y'all like to go out to the lake?
I love the lake. That's my thing, man. I love the lake. That's why I work, honestly, to hang out with my family at the lake. And I mean, we both got started down here at this lake. I mean, that's where we got started.
What lake do you go to now?
I go to a lake in Arkansas. It's called Lake Washita. It's just north of Hot Springs.
Yeah,
Lake Washita.
Beautiful.
It's you can't even describe how beautiful it is. It's gorgeous.
Do you have a house there?
No, you can't build on that lake. You can't build houses on that lake.
It's kind of like Possum Kingdom.
Yeah, that's why it's so beautiful. You can't build on it. And there's several marinas, and a lot of them have these big houseboats. I mean, these 20-foot wide by 100-foot long houseboats that have 6 bedrooms and all that. They have that there, but I don't have one of those. They're really expensive.
So Airbnb it?
No. I have a friend of mine. He actually owns a marina. Him and his wife, Trey and Brittany Heath, they own North Shores Marina, which is on the north side of Lake Washita. You ought to give them a check. They've got some cabins, and they have a bunch of RV spots that are right on the lake. And I have an RV, a camper that I keep right on the lake.
Oh, right on.
There, and then they have some boat slips and stuff. So I have a pontoon boat I keep there. And
I remember seeing videos when your kids were 2-3 years old surfing behind the boat.
They're good. They're really good.
Yeah.
They've been doing that a long time, and they have a good time, man. And we have a lot of friends up there that I've met over the years. I guess I started going to that marina in 2018. I think we talked about 2018, and we have a whole group of friends up there that we go up there and see, and a lot of those will come see us down here. A few years ago, we did buy some property about a half a mile from that marina. It's not right on the lake, but it's about a half a mile from there. It's got
planning for retirement.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, retirement. That's a great word.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know how to spell retirement because I tell people I'm going to work till noon on the day of my funeral, I'm sure. But, that's part of it going in. You know that going in. I mean, it's the part of, maybe one day if I'm lucky, retirement. But I just like spending time there.
And that's one of the reasons, I was talking to my wife about getting a flooring store is like, even when I'm 70, I might not be able to do remodels and get around, as I need to, but I can sell some flooring to somebody who walks in.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? And that's kind of was our retirement to get this store going is what we were thinking and everything. But now that you're empty nesters, I mean, y'all go on the lake as often?
Yeah, actually we didn't last year quite as often because when we first started going in 2018, we would take my camper and go and set it up on spring break and then take it down Labor Day. And so it'd be there that whole time. And so being, self-employed, how our schedules kind of work. I mean, we don't have set days off, but there are weeks that you could go, okay, I could take a few extra days off here and we just show up and have a good time.
I'm a big taking off on Thursday, doing a 4-day weekend. It's kind of like a vacation to me, but it scares me to death to be gone for a week.
Yeah. I like taking off about noon on Thursday, coming back like, Tuesday around noon. That's a great little stretch.
Yeah.
You just work Tuesday to Thursday, man. That'd be awesome. That's my perfect schedule.
Yeah,
but unfortunately, it doesn't work out that way.
We were talking about
definitely not right now.
We were talking about vacation the other day. It was at church. Was it Sunday? We were all sitting outside, and some friends of ours were talking. They went with us on vacation last year. We went to up to Silverton, Lake City, Colorado.
Yeah,
and we did the Alpine trails and stuff
Gorgeous
up
up
there.
Matt's a pansy.
Oh, I was scared.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Have you been there before?
Man, I haven't been to Silverton. My wife wants to go up there. Her family used to own a cabin in Colorado, but they've sold it since.
So I'm just telling you, when you go to Silverton, you got Silverton your way and Lake City, and there's a pass called Engineers Pass that you can go on side by side, 4-wheelers, dirt bikes, or whatever. But it's scary.
Really?
Yes, because there's.
He almost made his grandson drive.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't go the whole pass because I'm not going that way.
Yeah.
Type of deal. But there's places up there where it's one way only, and you're on a trail that's 6 foot wide, and it's a 10,000-foot cliff, and you're going over stuff like this. Like, no, I don't want no part of it.
Yeah.
No.
You're like, hey, I don't need to pull a Hank Williams Jr. and fall off the side of this cliff.
No, absolutely not. When we were there, the first day we was there, we was talking to a couple in town, and the year before, these young couple just got married, and they're in a side-by-side, and their parents were following them, going over the Engineers Pass, and they went over the side, and I was like, that's all I need to hear. I'm not
good.
I'm not going that way.
Was that in the summer when you went?
Yes.
Okay, so
July 4th weekend.
Okay, I've never been to Colorado in the summer. I'd been, snow skiing a couple of times.
Right.
And back to when I fell off the ladder and knocked my teeth out, we had a trip. My wife and I had a trip to go to Red Rocks, see John Party up there, and then we were going somewhere else down the road for a few days. And we had a lot of stuff planned, like whitewater rafting and stuff like that. We couldn't do that because I had a new grill, and I wasn't taking a chance on knocking any more teeth out. But I had never been to Colorado in the summer.
It's
and it was
beautiful.
when it was like 105 for 3.5 weeks here straight.
Yeah.
I didn't want to come home. That weather was gorgeous.
Yes.
Oh, it was gorgeous.
I love it up there. We go probably every 5-6 years we'll make a trip up there. But my favorite thing is just waking up. Most of the time your cell phone don't work there, so it's not ringing, and just waking up and just fishing the streams, doing, the fly fishing.
Yeah.
Fishing for trout. That's my favorite thing, just to sit on the side of the bank and, I can't get out there and wade like I used to, so I somewhat look like a fly fisherman with my crutches just sitting there.
Surely you could get some like propellers on the ends of those.
Maybe.
Like Inspector Gadget or something.
Probably need noodles on them.
Now you just wear a little inner tube and put those on.
Yeah.
Smell an AI video coming
There we go.
But I guess we want to go ahead and get our deal real quick.
You want to? Braden's taking care of customers.
Well, you can just do a break real quick. We'll wait for them to get done.
I have some questions for you guys too.
Oh, okay.
So
Shoot,
whenever
let's
y'all
go.
get ready. So I have some questions here.
Oh, look at him. He come prepared. Look at
I have
him.
some questions. I have a few here. So first of all, I want to know, how did you get started in this?
How did
In
I get-
construction? Yeah.
how did I get
When
started?
and how did you get started?
Wow. Really started in high school, working with my stepdad at the time.
I remember that.
One of the 27 that my mom had. That's episode 1.
That's lore at this point. Yeah.
And rest in peace, LW, the Dub Meister, also known as Cockeye Jr. Anyway, he had a bunch of nicknames, but really got started with him.
What year range was that?
Mid-90s.
Okay, because it's funny you say that because I think I remember, like I've known Matt for a long time since I came to Maybank. I think it was in 5th grade is when I started, but Matt and I, we knew each other, but I don't think we were like super close friends. But in high school, we became much closer friends, probably because we were both idiots.
Yes.
Like, wait, down here at the very bottom of the barrel, we're like, there's 2 guys. That's me and you.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, well, what's your name? No, but we became closer. But I think also we became closer. I was working at Groom & Son. and you
Oh.
were come in with, I guess it would
Stepdad.
your stepdad.
Yes.
Y'all would come in, and because I worked at Groom and Son, and
Yeah, he really did a lot of docks and
that's what I remember.
room additions and decks and stuff like that. Then I always wanted to be bigger than what he was, because he was a chuck in a truck. I mean, really. And by the time I graduated, he became a full-fledged alcoholic.
Gotcha.
I didn't want to be around him half the time. And so, with the way I handled my schooling, it didn't go over so well. And I've seen this leg tear up so many people, that some that never left, that, just tear them up,
It's sad.
And
It's sad. I think you see probably the same things I do, and it's all over social media, and it's like
Yes.
once a week I go, oh my gosh.
Yes.
But it does. It can.
And that was one of the reasons why I need to get out of here,
Amen.
And I spent some time on the East Coast, from North Carolina, really down to Naples, Florida, after the hurricanes hit there in the late 90s, doing a little bit of work for a couple of years, and came back to Dallas, was married at the time, and started having kids. And I was always kind of doing stuff on the side at that point. Even though I was working for a GC in Highland Park, I was still doing stuff in the evening times on the weekends. And finally I was like, man, it's time to take my shot.
You got to.
And that's the hardest thing, I think, for any business owner or
It's
someone wanting to be a
DRs.
business owner, is taking that first step. Fear of not having money is a great motivator to wake up every day, to call people, and just to really boots on the ground, as we call it around here, is go out there and hustle. And that's really how I got started. And I don't think I've ever, I guess clients are working for people, but I don't think I hadn't had a W-2 since high school. And it was probably, the last job was probably the Sonic or the Dairy Queen I worked at down here the last time that I actually got a W-2 from somebody.
I drive by that jalapeno tree. Remember, it used to be Papacitas, and
Yes.
that was my first job. I worked there, and
I had a job there for like 2 days.
man, the guy who was the manager of that place, I don't know if you remember him. You remember Mike Fugit?
Yes.
Yeah, man, he was a scary guy.
Yes.
He was a scary, scary guy. But I liked Mike. Mike liked me. But I worked there for a while, and I tell people all the time. I said, man, I think every person ought to work at a restaurant for at least 6 months of their life. 'Cause
Yes.
it's a different animal, man. It's crazy.
Was you waiting tables?
No, I wasn't old enough. I was 15 or 16.
Oh, okay.
But no, I did everything but wait tables, man. I would bring chips and hot sauce to the table. I would bust the tables. I would wash dishes. I would help cook back there, and like washing dishes. That was a crazy job, man. It was back in a little corner. Had this big stainless steel like washing machine, and they just dumped those tubs full of everything there at you, and had that big spray nozzle.
Just scrape it off and throw
just
it in.
scrape it off and blow it off with that thing that had, it was like 5,000 psi.
Yeah.
Spray it off with scalding hot water, and that back room back there when you'd work just looked like a ball of steam. You couldn't even see anybody when you were back there working. It was just steam, and you got done with that.
I do remember the chips, though. They used to have that little seasoning on their
Oh
chips.
yeah, it did. They had a big chip hopper, like a big chip warmer. The chips are already in bags, but you just dump them in the top of that thing, and like a huge ice machine.
Yeah.
And yeah, they sprinkle that stuff in there with
So
it.
my wife buy these chips now. They come in a yellow bag, and they have like little red seasoning. That's hey, that's our countertop guy measuring our sales counter that I've been waiting on forever. Anyways, it starts with the Jalisco's. I think it's what
The
it's called.
chips
They're
that
yellow.
everybody buys. Yeah.
Yeah, the one that says $2 only on the front of it.
It has the red.
Yeah, it has it. It says $2 only. I'm like, maybe it's only $2. I don't know.
But it has that little red seasoning on there. But that's the same chips it reminds me of the chips at
Yeah.
that restaurant. Pasados.
Yeah, Pasados. Yeah.
Pasados, what it was called. And
No,
everything.
Papacitas
Papacitas.
was
yes.
what this one was. This was Papacitas. It was not like the ones in
No,
Dallas.
no.
It was a different.
It was a
chain.
cousin.
It was a step
Maybe.
maybe step cousin.
Yeah.
Once removed. I don't know.
But no, that's really how I got started.
Yeah.
Back to the original question, we kind of veered off, but was just kind of where my stepdad got into it, and really somewhere during that time I was supposed to go to the Army, and I was at a party over in Tamarack, and I ain't gonna say the people's house whose it was. But we were there, and when I left, I never made it out of the neighborhood, and wrecked my truck and got stitches underneath here, and wasn't able to go into boot camp because I had what they considered an open wound stitches. But my career wasn't go to the military.
Yeah.
It just didn't work out that way, and maybe God's planning was for it not to, because that was really back in the day when Desert Storm and all that stuff was going. I was going to make a career out of it. So God had different plans for me to be a carpenter.
Yeah, there you go.
For the rest of my life, I guess, But yeah.
That's pretty interesting. That you bring up parties in Tamarack. I used to live in Tamarack, and I had a party once or twice in Tamarack.
Yeah. There's a lot of partying going on in Tamarack.
There was a lot of parties going on in Tamarack.
Yes.
I learned a lot in Tamarack. The Tamarack pool back there. I think I was in middle school whenever, we moved over to Tamarack, and we would go to that pool in the summer, and I tell people all the time, man, I learned a lot about life at that pool at Tamarack.
I lived in Tamarack too.
There
Used
you go.
to.
I bet you
The
Uncle
pool's still
I
there.
bet you Uncle Todd.
The
You
pool
live in
is still
Tamarack
there.
too?
I lived up in Maybank.
Oh, he's in the gated community up there.
He lives in downtown, and I think it's the same house you grew up in, ain't it?
2 houses away.
Oh, wow.
2 houses away, yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, so you got started in that in the mid-'90s, and then, like you said, you went to the East Coast.
Yeah, and then came
Came
back.
back to Dallas, and that's where I think I ran across you. Was at a house in Dallas.
It was in the early 2000s.
Yeah, it was. It was probably
2002, 2003.
Yeah, I don't even think I had kids at that point in time.
No, I don't think you did.
But it was around 2002. But I ran across you. I think
It was
a
right
house.
before you opened up your shop
Yeah,
there
it
in
was.
Rockwall.
Yeah, so I opened that up in 2006. So I think it was a few years before that. But
Yeah.
I think it was a house over in like North Dallas you were working on, and ran across him over there. Had a big dually. Oh man, this guy it was like a King Ranch.
It was
like burgundy.
Yes,
Burgundy with a tan bottom, big dually. This guy.
One of my biggest regrets, 7'3", getting rid of it. But that's because I ended up having 3 kids, and it had captain seats in the back. We didn't have enough seats for the whole family.
Oh,
So
it was nice. It was nice.
So the
truck,
kid's
man.
mom said I had to get rid of it. And when I got rid of it, it was around 06, 08, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And I ended up getting that 6.0 diesel and had nothing but issues with it.
That was a nice
Nothing
truck.
but
It
issues.
was a nice truck.
So now he's gone. He's had to get a bus to carry his
Carry
family
all his
around.
kids.
Yeah. So between me and my wife, man, we got 6 kids, 11 grandchildren, and me and her, I don't know why, but we just started fostering a little 6-year-old boy. And
Good for you.
That has been somewhat challenging, but me and him, I think, it was acting up one day when me and Tyson was up here at the office, and I think Tyson saw me get a little frustrated. There's rules with fostering kids.
I bet you're right. Yeah.
Certain things you can't
Yeah.
say, and things you can't
We
do.
can't pull out the
You know.
entire rule book there. We got to stick
And
with
so
it.
I told Tyson, I need to go ahead and leave now.
Amen.
And I got him in the truck, and we had a talking, and it really set him straight, man. And ever since then, man, me and him's been pretty tight. Even last night he comes up to me every night before he goes to bed. He runs up and gives me a hug, and he already calls me and my wife mom and dad and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's different. When my youngest one, she gave me so much grief. I mean, bad grief. I always said if I had her first, I never had more kids. But my youngest one, she's about to be 19, and I always said when she's done, I'm like, when she gets 18 and she moves off, I'm done. Like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Because all the nights I stayed up, arguing and fighting with her, I didn't want no more kids, and she's been gone almost less than a year. Then all of a sudden we got another one back.
Where's she
live? She lives over by Bass Pro.
Okay.
Working at a hotel
Awesome.
over
Good for her.
there. She's trying to figure out life, man.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
That's how it is. Figured out. Yeah. So but you have a daughter the same age as my daughter, I think, right? They
Yes.
were the same age because
Yeah.
we talked about soccer one time.
Yes,
Like,
she's 21.
yeah, my daughter's 20. My daughter just turned 22.
Yes, well, she'll be 22 in August.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
because she's
And then-
she's 04.
L4, that's what my daughter was over.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember something with
My daughter was good at soccer, but she wasn't quite as good as your daughter at soccer.
no, we don't know that. We
Yeah.
don't know that. But yeah, my son, he's 19, and your daughter is about to be 19, you said, or
Yes.
just turned 19?
Yeah, then I got an older one that's
So
25.
he was 06.
Gotcha. Yeah, he was born in 06.
That's the year I was born.
Or no, really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Man, this guy's with it right here.
Yeah.
Jackson, take lessons over here. He has a job. No,
Stay in
I'm
college.
joking.
Stay in college.
Stay in
I'm
college.
joking.
I didn't make it past college.
No, he's doing good out there, man, in Knoxville. He's good. He left in August, and
So what's he gonna do?
he's in business college out there. He's just got accepted in the honors business college.
He's gonna come back and run Daddy's business?
No, I don't think he's
He
coming.
said no?
No, well, no. I mean, if he wanted to, he could, but
Yeah.
I don't think he has any interest in that.
Right.
But no, I think he wants to stay out there somewhere. I think he's in supply chain, and he wants to, stick on the East Coast somewhere out there, like Charleston in that area.
Yeah.
I mean, it's beautiful out there.
Oh,
it's
it is.
beautiful. You ever been to Knoxville?
Yes.
Man, it's
Tennessee's nice.
man, Tennessee's really that East Tennessee's really nice. But
We was even talking about when we were talking about vacations earlier at church. Was talking about maybe going up to Pigeon Forge and spend some time in Nashville and doing that whole
Yeah.
trip in July. But I think we're going to end up going to Montana or Wyoming or something like that. But they're trying to talk me into driving. I'm like, no, that's 2 days there, 2 days back. That's 4 days. You just hit my limit of my vacation that I can take. So we're probably going to be flying somewhere and renting a car.
I don't know. I used to work on frac sites, and we got done early with the job one time, and so I was working night shifts. So we got done in the middle of the morning. So I took a nap, woke up at 11 o'clock at night in Wyoming. It was right outside of Casper, Wyoming. It was Douglas, and I drove straight from Douglas, Wyoming to Log Cabin, Texas. One shot, 18 hours. It wasn't a lot of fun, but you can do it. You can definitely do it.
That does not sound fun at all.
no, it doesn't. I'm going to Gatlinburg. We're going to pick him up in about 3 weeks. Going to Gatlinburg and rented a cabin up there.
Is that 10 hours, 12 hours?
Yeah, we'll fly to Knoxville and then pick him up there and then drive on. But yeah, it's over a 12-hour drive from here to Knoxville. So he's a long ways away. It's not like he comes back very often. He just comes back he was back at spring break, and he came for the Christmas holidays. But
Gotta get those presents.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But yeah, we're going to go back, get a cabin, me and my wife, and going to pick him up and 7 of his buddies.
Oh,
We're going
wow.
to this cabin, so we're a little nervous about
Are
that.
we going to see Grady the frat guy? Is it going to be?
No.
This is going to be some funneling or shotgunning going on.
I don't do that anymore. I don't do that anymore.
You're retired?
I'm retired, man. I did enough of that in Tamarack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore. But yeah, we're excited. Go up there. It's beautiful up there.
Oh, it is.
It really is beautiful. So yeah, we're super excited.
And that's right there in the mountains.
Yeah, Gatlinburg's about 55 minutes on the other side. It's 55 minutes east of Knoxville.
Yeah.
So we'll just pick him up right there. So
Yeah.
Tyson, you got any kids?
I've got 3 kids.
All right.
I've got,
How old are they?
I think my oldest is 39, and he's the assistant principal of Maybank High School. And
The Cathedral of Higher Learning.
Yeah.
my middle son is 20.
He'd have been our enemy.
No, he's 30. And he works with East Texas Excavation.
Very nice.
Operates heavy equipment, drives a dump truck.
All right.
My daughter is 27, and she has a rare genetic disorder called Williams syndrome. So she still lives with my wife and I.
Gotcha.
But yeah, 3 kids, and
Awesome.
I have been around here most of my 62 years.
Really? Okay.
Now, Tyson has some wild stories about pawn shopping and stuff. We probably don't have time to get into it on this episode, but there's some pretty good stories. He used to
Stay tuned.
stay tuned on that one.
Pawn shop episode.
But he worked at
That'll
some pawn
probably end
shops.
up being a highly edited version.
Yeah, over in Oak Cliff.
Okay.
So you can only imagine the stuff that he's seen come through there or not. And Braden don't have any kids that we know of right now.
No, I don't got no
They
kids.
might have, soon.
I don't got no.
Soon
not at all.
here to be maybe one. I mean,
Maybe he's got a few. I can tell what he's talking over there. What's there's a movie that John Cena's in where he shows up to a party and the one girl says, "So, what's your name?" He tells him, she goes, "You got any kids?" He goes, "I'm sure I do." That Braden?
the best there ever was.
Yeah, best there at everything.
At everything. No, he's dating. Actually, he's a youth pastor at our church.
Okay.
And his girlfriend helps him in the youth department and everything. I think everybody at the church is hoping that he proposes to her and from that sort of deal.
Yeah, we've been together for 3 months, and I'm pretty sure I've heard about 10 people ask
Tap
me
the
if I
brakes
bought her
on
a
that.
ring.
Three
That's
months.
what I said.
Hey,
That's what I said.
he bought her a Louis.
Oh,
Yeah,
That is pretty serious.
but she did buy me a gun for my birthday, so
A what? A gun?
yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's a Cedar Creek love story. He got her a fake Louis. She got him a gun. No,
I wish it was fake.
He wished it was fake.
Yeah.
I wish it was fake.
Yeah.
The rest is written in trailer park heaven. Right there.
So what you got for us, Taylor, this week?
Okay. Well, y'all want to start with the rank 'em this week? That sound good? Let's start with the rank 'em. All right, this is going to be. Everybody knows we're trying to mix in some new things here and there. So you know what? We're gonna do a ranking segment this week, in which is a very powerfully named rank 'em. So that's going to be the. Yes. So yeah, if anybody's wondering, the last couple of weeks there's been a screen that you can see on the podcast. I know, but
gonna
it's
throw
so
that
the
up
guys
on
can
the-
see. Yeah. So this will be visible for everybody. So all that kind of good stuff. So what we're going to do is we'll start with Grady, since he is our guest here. But this week we're going to do 3 different rankings. So this is
gonna
our
learn your
first
palate.
set. Now, this is a midnight snack. So this is the context that you were thinking of this. This isn't just like at 2:00 on a Wednesday. This is, you've already been in bed, you woke up, you're a little hungry, you need something to eat on. So you're going to rank these from 1 to 4, 1 being the best, 4 being the worst, right? And you have got cereal, and now these are of your choice. So it can be whatever cereal you want, whatever Hot Pocket that you want, whatever style of PB&J it is you want, so grape, cherry, or not cherry, strawberry, whatever it is, orange marmalade, if that's what you're into, whatever, and then cold pizza, and it's from your favorite establishment and favorite type of pizza. So those are your 4 options. Give us your order between cereal, Hot Pockets, PB&J, and cold pizza.
This is after you've done some paperwork,
Is
know.
this
You know what
speed
I mean?
round?
And you're hungry.
Have you seen my size? I'm taking all those. Just give me everything. But
That's the thing. Number 4 may still be great,
Oh, it
but
is.
I'm saying,
All
which one
four.
are you reaching for in order?
Yeah. Hold on, we
Kinda
lost our.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was making sure.
I know what they are. I saw them already. Man, I'm gonna start with that PB&J, a great peanut butter and jelly. Man, I've been on this PB&J kick lately. Man, that's really really good. Then I'm probably going with that pizza. Cold pizza is not my favorite. I'd like to warm it up a little bit, and probably then that cereal, and then Hot Pocket last. I mean, I like a Hot Pocket, but it's not my favorite.
All right, but if you had to have a Hot Pocket, what flavor are you taking down?
The ham and cheese.
Yeah, I like that ham and cheese there. One of them gum barrel One of them gum barrel Hot Pockets.
All right, Tyson, before we get into trouble, you answer us now. What are you taking? What's your order?
Number 1 gotta be the PBJ, and then number 2 would probably be pizza, and cereal is more of a breakfast food for me, so I have trouble. That'd have to be 4, and Hot Pockets are not my deal either. So I'm probably stuck with PBJ and pizza.
So PBJ, pizza, Hot Pocket, and then cereal, from what I'm gathering?
Yeah.
Okay. Respectable. I mean, there's if you don't like cereal at midnight, there's a reason you're built like you are and I'm built like I am. Braden, what you got, man?
I would say probably the pizza, then the cereal, then the PB&J, and then the Hot Pocket. I'm not a big Hot Pocket guy.
Okay, so everybody hates the Hot Pocket, but that's the first non-PBJ lead off we had. What about you, Matt?
Give me the Captain Crunch. I mean, that's probably my go-to. Some type of cereal at night. Then the peanut butter and jelly. Then, pizza. And I'm not a big pizza guy.
We might have to do a whole episode. That's ridiculous.
You're not a big pizza guy.
No, man.
Commie.
Heartburn.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
It's the heartburn, man. Gives me indigestion bad.
All pizza? Like
It's the red sauce.
so spaghetti and everything too?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I like it, but I just don't eat a lot of it.
All right, well, guys, I kind of messed up on our graphic for number 2.
I do prefer a frozen pizza versus a.
Excuse me?
I prefer a frozen pizza.
Hold on.
Over.
On that lines, I'm going to say, Matt and I, we kind of have similar backgrounds. And
Yeah.
I'm kind of the same way on certain things. Like, Matt and I didn't grow up fluent like you guys did. Go out to Pizza Hut every weekend. I mean,
Yeah.
we, in our trailers we lived in,
Yeah.
we're lucky if we got Tombstone. If we
Yeah.
had passing grades for 6 weeks, we got
Tony's.
Tombstone Tony's Pizza. Like, my wife gives me a hard time about Manwich. Like, I love Manwich.
Oh yeah.
Man, she was like, "Oh God, this sloppy
Ruffles?
yeah." Forget about it. It's so good.
Yeah.
But I love Manwich. But a lot of people give me a hard time. Like, what peasant food? No, I mean,
Yeah.
Manwich. I love Manwich.
Can I give you a really weird thing about my manwich? I always have to have 2 manwiches, and one has a slice of American cheese on it, and one doesn't.
My man. You know what? A slice of American cheese is good. But what I do, you ever get a block of like cheddar cheese and get a fresh cut slice, 2 slices of fresh cut cheddar on top of that Manwich? It melts just a little bit. It's a delicacy.
How you slicing that cheese? You got a
With a
special.
knife.
Okay. I didn't know if you had a fancy little cheese slicer.
No, it's just my pocket knife.
Okay.
You know what the best part of all this is? I got a pound of hamburger meat, a thing of manwich sauce at the house, and a thing of cheddar. Guess who's trying that tonight? Thank you, Mr. Grady.
What's the weirdest sandwich you eat? Now, I got a weird sandwich that we ate as a kid, and I hadn't
Potato
had it
sandwich.
since I was as a kid. Is take 2 pieces of bread, 1 peanut butter, 1 mayonnaise, and put pickles on it.
No,
It
that's-
sounds disgusting.
No, I'm not doing that.
But it's absolutely delicious.
Ham and bread and butter pickles, and that's it.
It's out my butt.
I love bread and butter pickles. You ever tried the zesty bread and butter? No. Go try that. I got those on accident one time in Arkansas. We got them. Just somebody grabbed them. If you like bread and butter, go get
So
some.
it's a spicy bread and butter.
Yeah, but not really spicy. That's I don't know. It's just got a little bit. It's not spicy. It's not like hot.
Right.
But man, they are so good.
If you like spicy, get you a Wickle. Have you ever had
Oh
a
yeah,
Wickle?
Wickles are delicious.
Wickles are great.
Wickles are really good. So, yeah. I mean, I'm
Sorry,
a picky,
we're bonding over here,
No,
guys.
I'm a picky eater. I really am. Believe it or not, I am a picky eater. Like, I don't know. I like.
So
what I like.
it's your family. Who cooks at your house? Is it you or your wife?
Cook. DoorDash.
DoorDash.
Misty, that's a joke. That was a joke.
Yeah.
No, my wife's a great cook. She is
Yeah.
a great cook. I actually will eat something and I'll be eating and I'm like, man, I feel sorry for people who don't have a cook like my wife at home. She
I mean,
is the
but
best.
with y'all being empty nesters, I mean, are y'all cooking that much
no,
or are you
we don't cook
DoorDashing?
as much as we used to. No, we like to go out a lot. Even on weeknights, man, we'll go eat something, just kind of like a date night.
Yeah.
It's different when you're an empty nester.
What y'all's go-to restaurant there in Saxe, Texas?
Man, go to in Saxe. There's a Manny's in Saxe, a Mexican food place. Manny's, it's really good.
The
I think
same Manny's that's in
yeah,
downtown?
mhm, uptown Manny's.
Yeah.
The same stuff. I think my wife likes going there because she doesn't stink like Mexican food when we get done.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's got a great air filtration system or something. We like going there. There's several. A friend of mine, he owns an Italian food place, a Napoli's in Wiley. That's really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's it's really good. His name.
You like the Napoli's house dressing?
Yes, the red one.
Yes.
Yeah, I
It's
get the
it's
red
good.
and mix it
Is
with a
that,
little
that,
ranch.
is that that place we went to?
Well, they got Napoli's in Forney. They got one in Terrell. I mean,
Yeah, I think they're all owned by different people. My friend Gino, he owns it.
Gino.
Yeah, Gino Malici, that's his name. But he's a really, really good friend of mine. He owns that and now the Starwood Cafe in Wiley. But he's a good guy. But it's really good. It's a good place to eat. But yeah, I like the red house dressing. Mix a little ranch in there with it.
I like
Good.
the pepperoncinis.
Oh, me too. The juice for the pepperoni in that salad.
Yes.
Stop.
Without the pepperoncinis, it ain't a
Yeah,
salad.
it's not. That's delicious.
Well, I was going to say, I think that rounds us perfectly into round 2 of our options. Now, guys, unfortunately, Taylor made the background a little too dark on this one, so you can't really see the thought bubbles. But this is going to be another little ranking here, and this is going to be the worst things to hear from your doctor. So, number 1 will be the worst thing you can hear, all the way down to the least. I thought about putting that on the list, and I
No
didn't.
kidding,
I
man.
didn't.
Last time I had that done, my doctor, he put like his class of 1973 Alabama state championship ring on. I was like, hey, can you take that off for
I ain't into that.
So what do you guys want?
You going to lunch first?
or after something.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
I don't know if I want to go to lunch with the guy that's about to do that.
All right. So what do you want to hear the least here? That's unusual. We need another test. Let me ask somebody. Or
Huh? I'm gonna go with huh.
Me too.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
So Matt, we'll start with you. What's you think? Is the worst?
And that's unusual. Will probably be the second.
Okay. Fair enough.
Then I'll forget the other ones what they were.
you got. Let me ask somebody, and we need another test.
Let me ask somebody third. We need another test fourth.
Okay. Fair enough. Braden.
I would say the is probably one. That's unusual is probably two. What was the other two?
We need another test, and let me ask somebody.
We need another test. I think that's last because it doesn't scare me because when I tore my ACL, the first X-ray they took, they thought I broke my femur.
Yeah.
And then he said, let's take another test, and it ended up not being my femur, so that was a good term there.
Yeah,
then,
you ain't old enough to understand what needing another test means.
And then
Young.
the
buck
let
over
me
here.
ask
Yeah.
would probably be three because if they're asking, they need another opinion.
I think that's my worst because if they're like, let me go ask somebody real quick. I just don't know. That scares me.
Huh, I've been a Tamarack too long. That's what that means.
Well, Tyson, what about you? What do you think?
Probably, I would say, let me ask somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe let me go to somebody else.
Yeah.
But let me ask somebody else, huh? That's unusual. And then, I don't know, another test, I think that's a common, they always want to do one more test.
Second opinion on this.
Yeah, I think that's an insurance scam that they're trying to just bill
100%
for.
just
Yeah.
charge.
Yeah.
My thought process is nobody ever wants to do one more test, so that it's like one of those things where it might be totally benign, but it just sucks to have to do. So, all right, Grady, what you agree with them, or what do you think?
I mean, we're going in like what I want to hear first.
No, what you would least want to hear first.
Least want to hear first. Yeah, they probably let me go ask somebody. I probably don't want to hear that. Then the probably
It's like, hey, come here, look at
yeah,
this.
look at this.
Wow.
I wish somebody would say that. Probably then the get another test. I'm not that scared of that one. I mean, like you said, everybody wants a second opinion on something. And then what was that? That's unusual. Yeah, that's unusual. Yeah.
I mean, hey, that could be a good thing depending on what doctor you're at. You know what I mean? So hey, you know. All right, well let's knock this last one out here, and then we'll move into the meat and potatoes of today. So. All right, last one. Now we got to talk a little contracting here because it is Mosier's, you know. So now, I guess you could think of this from a glass perspective if you wanted to. But if you're gonna, your favorite type of, home project, construction project, whatever you want to say, would you rather remodel a kitchen, remodel a bathroom, add a home addition, or add a suite patio? What do you think?
That's not from business standpoint. 'Cause I know.
Yeah, bathroom. I need every room in the house to be a bathroom.
I think kitchen
I mean,
on our end, it's
yeah.
easy as money.
Yeah.
I think it'd be more in lines what we're looking for is what would you want to do
At your house.
at your
At my
house?
house.
Yeah.
Oh man, okay, yeah. Well, my opinion, which actually would be my wife's opinion, because I just do everything that she says.
Right. That's
Man,
smart.
she wants all of those right there. She
Yeah.
wants everything, but I think she would probably start with the. Man, I think she'd like to have the addition part. That would be great because I live in an old house built in, I think it was 1972.
Oh wow.
I live in the oldest neighborhood in Sashe. But she would like an addition, and then with that addition, then we could do the kitchen. Probably then the bathroom, then the kitchen, and then probably last would be this outdoor thing.
The thing for you?
Yeah, exactly. What I like. So yeah, no, that'd probably be in that order.
Because he has time to go outdoor, sit outside, and be at the lake.
Yeah, he's exactly right. Matt's exactly right. If I'm sitting outside, it's usually at the lake because I have especially in the spring and summer, I have an interesting schedule. I'll be at the lake a lot. And then when I'm back in town, man, it's working from early to late.
Yeah.
Whether it is 2 or 3 days in a week, and then I try to go back to the lake, as business allows. But we're really busy right now. Like I was just telling my wife the other day, sorry, we're gonna have to work 5 days a week now for probably a couple months.
It's that time of the year.
It is that time of the year, and I just had some big houses hit because I work with new home builders, remodelers.
Right. When they hit, they all hit at once.
Yeah, they do. It's funny how I'd like to. And actually, it's kind of crazy because 90% of the jobs you do, or say 80 to 90% of the jobs you do, are just kind of that I do are kind of the same job, just in a different house. The same kind of shower setup or showers. Even new construction homes, there's some that have certain types of shower glass in them that are, I say we could do them with our eyes closed, but we can do them with our eyes closed. Been doing them so long. But then there's this other animal of a house that you get that is just really time consuming and hands on, and you just make a little mistake ordering something and it's catastrophic.
Yeah.
And I feel like right now I have like 5 or 6 of those going right at this moment in time.
Yeah.
Like we're working at one today. Just a lot of crazy
You're sitting
stuff.
in Gumbro on a podcast.
Yeah, but no, it's fine. It's we can handle it. We can handle it. Priorities.
What about you, Braden?
I don't have a house. I live in an apartment, so all of it would be nice. But I would say probably the addition first, because everybody wants some more square footage, some more room. But then I would probably say the patio next. I've done landscaping since I was 12, 13 years old, so that stuff intrigues me. So I would say that. Then probably the bathroom. I like tile. I like the tile a lot. And then the cabinets would probably be last. The kitchen would probably be last.
Okay. Tyson?
I got to go with the kitchen first, then the bathroom, then the outdoor kitchen, outdoor setup. And I'm not interested in adding on.
Yeah,
That's because his house is 8,000 square feet. He doesn't need the room.
No, we know why. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
What about you, Matt?
man,
I feel like this is like an opinion you really hang on here. You know what I mean? Let's see.
really I need all 3 of those literally right now at my house. I need the kitchen, I need the bathroom, and the outdoor patio. Add on, I don't need no more space. We got too much space as it is now to keep up with. But if my wife keeps bringing home kids and stuff, I might need to do an add on. But when we bought our house, we bought it right after COVID. And one of the things I did on our house was worked on the exterior part of it. We always wanted a gate to get on my property. So we did all the metal piping and the gates to get into the property. Then we put a new roof on. Then we did like a German schmear on the brick and did the roof, did the exterior painting. Then we were on a 25-acre little private lake, and I wanted a boat dock down there because if I can't buy on the water down here, I at least want to be on the water somewhere. We built that, and I've never went inside. She's begged me for the past couple of years to, hey, when we can do the kitchen, when can we do the bathroom? Because it needs it.
She should call Mosier's.
Yes.
She should.
If you ask for Braden, it'll get done.
As a business owner, you might understand, this is our busy time. So anytime we do projects at the house is during this time because that's when we have the most money is during this time because we're busy.
It's also the hardest time, too, sitting guys over there.
But my biggest problem is in the last 2 or 3 years, every year I've done something went bigger and bigger with the company. Last year was getting the other showroom, which is our warehouse now. Going this year, this whole building kind of fell in my lap riding with Braden one day. We've always been looking. You're always as a business owner, you're always looking to expand. And he talked me into calling the number on the glass out there, and before you know it, we're sitting down. I'm buying a building and that sort of deal. So because kind of funds got depleted trying to get in the door over here. So I keep saying, well, maybe next spring, type of deal. But I don't think wife is going to let me wait.
It's amazing how quick those funds get depleted.
Oh, very quick.
It's amazing. I think that's another thing that people don't understand.
That's my least favorite part.
Yeah, I agree. That is my least favorite part too, man. It's crazy. And you got to, you just got to learn to live like
Yes.
that. It really is. It's
Yes.
it's a different animal.
Yeah. Don't go buy new trucks and
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It's a crazy thing, but man, this showroom is spectacular. That location is perfect. This is wonderful.
Appreciate it,
It really is. It's I mean, I don't come down the lake a lot, but man, just walking in here, the lake needed this. It really did. It's
well, now that
100%.
Now that the other flooring store closed down, we are the only store in Gun Barrel City. And funny story about this building is when it was first built in 1975,
okay.
it was a flooring store.
Really? What was it?
I don't know.
Oh,
But it-
Cal's Carpet.
huh?
Cal's Carpet.
Cal's Carpet.
He knows.
How do you know?
He was around. It's Uncle Ty right there.
He was a senior in high school.
Hey, at some point in time, is also At some point in time, is also a country bar called the Country Boogie.
I love a good country bar.
Yeah.
I love a good country bar. So, kind of going off of that, I have another question. What area does Mosier's do work in? Like, what's your range? I know probably what you have one that you like to stay in, but where will you go?
Man, I like to stay right here around the lake
Right,
area.
okay.
But we're actually wrapping up a golf simulator room in Rockwall right now.
Okay.
We just got done in Highland Park not too long ago.
Yeah. and we
So
got-
you will do work if, if the
Yes.
jobs are, right job.
I try to transition from Dallas because we had to, when I met you up there, we've been in Dallas for 25 something years.
Yeah.
I mean, really 30 years now that cause we're still there. We ain't never left. But I had more guys in Dallas when we first started than I did down here. Now it's kind of seesawed.
Okay.
We have more guys down here, more jobs going down here. Our main focus is here at the lake area. It's easier to manage, but we still do stuff in South Lake, Keller, McKinney. I mean, all the places that you're working at too. We just don't do as many up there.
Yeah.
I'm not networking there or any type of marketing. It's just old clients that call, that sort of deal. Really from old clients from Nebraska Furniture Mart because we're the GC.
Yeah, I remember that.
And we still are. We just don't do very much as we used to there. They kind of shut that program down there. We're mainly just doing commercial jobs for them, which we don't do a lot of, but we still have a crew that we tend to sell a job and they go from one job to another one. We're just we don't have 15, 20 going at one time like we used to. Not up there. We do down here and everything.
Yeah, I get a lot of business from tile guys.
Yes.
Like tile installers. I mean, I kind of learned that a long time ago. Just get in with tile installers, and do a good job for them. And man, they just keep feeding you work that you don't even know about until it's
Hey,
it's
come
ready.
measure it.
Yeah, I got one this afternoon. I've got to go to when I leave here, and come measure it. And that's
Where do you got to go?
Saxy, luckily.
Yeah.
It's
on
right
the
by
way
my
home.
house.
Yeah.
Well, have you guys ever done any media rooms?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah?
Yep.
You think you could design a pretty decent media room?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You willing to put that to the test? All right, well, let's move on into this draft. So for the people watching at home, I've given the guys a draft board. It has got 4 different categories in it. Each category has got 7 different items. We're going to be drafting to get the best media room. We're going to be putting this up on social media, so y'all make sure check out the Mosier Design Center Facebook page and get your vote in. So let me go ahead and just run through the rules real quick. There's going to be 4 regular rounds. Everybody must draft a item from each.
So what's the draft order?
Well, I'm going to determine that here in just 1 second. So, anyway, final round is going to be a wild card, so you're going to get to select anything that's left over on the list or any item. So, literally, it is whatever you want. If you, it doesn't have to be on the list. So, if like your perfect thing is going to be like a pedicure bath or something like that, there you go. I don't know. You look like a guy that could use a pedicure. So. But anyway, this is going to be a snake draft. So once the order is determined, we'll stick with that order. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Keep track of that, right?
Yes, I will keep track of that. And like I said, we're going to put it all online to a vote. So real quickly, Your selections is going to be the TV area. That's going to be the Wall by Samsung. That's a gigantic TV. You probably see it on your screen now. We've got an 85-inch 4K TV, got a high-end projector, an older 50-inch flat screen, a 32-inch smart TV, a tube TV, or your phone. For sitting space, we've got sectional, recliner, theater seats, bar stools, massage chair, plastic lawn chair, or an IKEA dining room table chair. And I can tell you from experience, those aren't very comfortable. Snack feature, popcorn machine, snow cone machine, mini fridge, hot dog roller grill, Keurig, a bowl of old people candy, or a vending machine with only health food. Entertainment piece, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, gaming PC, a treadmill, a vintage pinball machine, a busted pool table, or a foosball table with no ball. All right, so what we are going to do to determine our order is I was going to look and see who... All right, well, unfortunately, it's not going to work out because I was going to say whoever has a different pair of color shoes, because I saw a bunch of the same color shoes was going to go, but everybody's got brown. So we'll start with hats. So if you don't have a hat, you are going to be bumped up to the front, and then if you are balding, you'll be moved to the top. So Tyson, you are going to have the number 1 overall draft pick. Braden, you will have the number 2 overall draft pick. And then, you know what, Matt, you own the place, so we'll be kind to you and give you the last pick. So, Grady, you will be going 3rd. So there you go. There is my super official, excellent way of figuring it all out.
Maybe.
You get first pick in round 2.
So it's your pick?
Nope.
No, it's
Tyson.
Uncle Ty.
Uncle T, what's that? What you got? Once you get it, you got to mark it off your list so you make sure you don't pick it.
Everybody's got to mark it off, yeah.
Yep, everybody's got to mark it off.
Okay.
You don't have to pick from the TV. You can pick from anywhere too.
Yeah, you can pick. You have to pick from each box throughout the time, but there is no, like, if you wanted to start with TV and then Braden wanted to go into entertainment. But you're only making one selection right now. So,
I mean, we get 5 selections.
you get 4 selections off the list and then your wild card. Okay. So, we're going to start with Tyson. Tyson, this is going to be round 1, pick 1. So this is going to be like your like Peyton Manning, your Michael Jordan, your LeBron James. This is the best of the best. What are you taking?
The Wall.
So Tyson is going to go with the Wall, the 180-something inch TV that literally takes up an entire wall and costs $220,000.
It wouldn't fit in my trailer anyway. So.
My house ain't big enough for that.
Right. 100%.
Who's got the number 2 pick?
The number 2 pick is going to be Braden, but I did want to say, just remember, folks.
Dude, we got
go
shafted,
on
Grady.
Motion Design Center
That's all
Facebook and vote at the end of this who has the best media room, because whoever wins will win some kind of prize. All right.
Do we win the wall?
Yeah.
Giving one of those away?
Yeah.
I will 100% get it for you.
I actually did a house. I was there yesterday, and they had that wall thing in their media room. It was crazy.
It's insane.
It's unbelievable.
They all lock in together.
Yeah, just put those pieces together, and it's
I
unbelievable.
think it's one solid piece. It's like one solid television.
Well, they got the
No,
one
they
that
got different sections that make it look like one
they're-
thing. They get a little,
yeah, little screens they snap into a grid deal.
So they have that at El Jacalito's.
Yeah.
In
Well,
that
I
back
think
room?
it's is it just a projector there?
No, it's a TV.
Oh.
It's huge.
Well, Braden, you're going to get pick number 2. So
And I'm-
round 1, pick 2. Braden, who you take?
I'm gonna take the high-end projector.
Ooh, so we're getting double televisions here.
Yep, because I can get 180 inches out of a projector too.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. All right, so that will move us over to Mr. Grady. Grady, who are you going to take with the 3rd pick overall?
Man, let's see here.
Bunch of good options out there.
Yeah, there are.
Bunch of really bad ones, too.
Yeah. Man, I guess I'm gonna go with that 85-inch 4K.
Of course you are.
We'll get
Of course you are.
So everybody, we know Matt's not gonna win. He don't even have a good TV to watch it on anymore.
All right, well, Matt, he is not wrong. All of the premium choices of television are now gone. So are you going to stick with the television route, or are you going to move things around. And remember, you do have double picks here. So you've got the on the snake draft, you got the horseshoe.
I say go running back right here.
So, last first round selection here. for
Get the
Mr.
plastic
Matt
chair and the
Oakley.
bar stools.
Yeah.
Give me the recliner.
Okay,
I
so
like that.
round 1, pick 4 goes to recliner. Okay.
Then give me
He's gonna take a food.
no. It ain't big food. Give me the PS5.
The PS5. So round 2, pick 1 is going to
That's
go
terrible.
to the
Huh?
PlayStation
That's terrible.
5. All
Well, I
right,
mean,
back to you.
I'm not
What
left
are
with
you
many
gonna move on
options.
to?
Yeah, I tell you, I think I'm gonna go with those theater seats.
Ooh,
I like that.
Okay.
Grady might have the best media room here. I got more of a
Yeah,
single
he got a-
man,
I'm gonna-
single man.
He's got a
apartment room.
He's got a PlayStation 5 that he can't even plug into anything over there because can't get that HDMI into
Yeah, yeah.
anything over there.
All right, Brayton.
I'm definitely gonna take the massage chair.
Okay, massage chair. Pick round 2, pick 3. Going to Brayton on the massage chair. All right, Tyson, you got the horseshoe. Who are you taking with your second round selection?
Oh, man.
He's doing algorithms and physics and all kinds of different stuff over there.
Well, they messed me up on my chairs.
Did you did you want the bowl of old man candy?
I think I'm going to go with the Xbox One.
Oh, okay. I did not. I'm going to say this is the first surprise of the draft. Did not see Tyson taking the Xbox in the second round. Okay. So now we move on to the third round. Tyson, you're back on the clock here. Who are you taking in the third round?
A vintage pinball machine.
Okay, I was
Yeah, that's what I
wondering.
was
Me and
gonna
Matt
get
were
that.
talking about this. Now you know a vintage pinball machine, and you're locked in. Vintage pinball machines, like they don't make the parts for them anymore. So the first time something breaks, it is just over with.
So you don't get no
He
food.
probably got the part in his shed.
so Tyson has no food in his
Well, he's got his last
Wait,
pick.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
He's got that old pinball
Hey,
machine.
you just
from-
worry about Braden.
Yeah.
Speaking of it, you got your third round pick. So Braden, who you taking?
Uncle Ty's got that pinball machine that was up at Sackerburger.
Yeah.
He got it stuck back there.
I was
Yeah.
gonna get the pinball machine, but I guess I'm gonna take the snack and food features. Oh well,
Which one?
I read that wrong. I'm gonna take the snow cone machine.
Okay, so Braden,
Okay.
gonna take the snow cone machine, round 3, pick 2. All right, so Grady, what are you taking next?
Man, as tempting as that treadmill sounds.
We're gonna stay as far away from it as we can.
Yeah. Let's see here. So I'm kind of gearing this to like people that I know or friends of mine. So I think we're probably gonna need that mini fridge,
Okay.
probably to keep beverages cold. In that would be good. So I think I'm gonna go with that.
All right, so round 3, pick 3. Mr. Grady is going to take the mini fridge. I figured that one would go off the board a little quicker. All right, so Matt, you have got the horseshoe. Finish out round 3 and start us off on round 4. These are your last 2 selections for off this list.
Really? All right, give me the flat screen.
All right, so older 50-inch flat screen. All right.
This room is sounding a lot like my house right now.
All right, so the only thing you haven't taken now is a snack or food feature. So what are you taking out of the food meal?
Who, me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm going again.
Yeah, you got the horseshoe here.
He must not play fantasy football.
He does.
No,
Okay, I was like, he doesn't.
I do.
He doesn't understand
do.
the snake draft thing.
Man,
He puts it on auto draft.
Yeah, he does.
I think I'm going to go with the wild card thing here is that
You get a wild
Hey,
card.
I mean,
Don't jump the gun, buddy.
One off the snack.
Don't
or
jump
food
the bunk-
feature.
don't
It's
jump the
all
gun.
you have.
I'd have to pick one from them.
Yep. You
Oh.
have one from each category.
Oh, I'm about to go the since I had a 50s inch, I was going to go with the 32 smart TV. I'm
now you
going to
know-
TV trying to make me an 82.
Now you know why he only got through the ninth grade. He doesn't follow directions very well. Matt, this is
Yeah.
a Scantron. You must
Fill inside of the
write
circle.
your name.
Man, give me the popcorn machine.
All right, so last pick
Terrible.
for Matt is the popcorn machine. All right, Mr. Grady, you don't have your entertainment piece.
I am the entertainment.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, and I just realized that Tyson screwed it up before you screwed it up, and I didn't even realize. Tyson picked two things out of entertainment. So he picked the vintage pinball machine second in that. So
That's
Tyson,
all right.
you are going to lose.
What if he
your pinball.
What if he wanted to keep it as his wild card?
Yeah, I'm not taking one of those.
Well, you can have it as your wild card, but you're going to have to. we're
No,
gonna have
I
to
can't
revert
do it.
back real quick.
I got to go back.
Yep. So you got to either pick.
You gotta pick a food.
sitting
He's gotta get a
space
food.
Or a snack or food
Yeah.
feature.
Give me the old people candy.
Oh,
Give me the
You
orange
should
lime.
have put size sweet tea on there.
all right. Sorry about that, boys. That was my mistake.
So Grady has to pick again.
Yeah. Back to Grady.
Yeah. Man, like how busted is this pool table? Like, can we play pool on it? It's just like leaning a little
you
bit,
could-
or what?
You definitely could. You could play on it. Might have a.
It's
little
not tournament
hot-
quality. It's not tournament issue or anything like that.
Okay. Do you know? Oh, what was that bar right next to my house? The Moon. You remember the Moon in kind of Caney City log cabin area? You ever been over there? No.
We don't talk about those days.
Well, imagine
I was just thinking, I do remember a bar in Katy City.
Yeah.
I don't think it was called the Moon. There were some moons, some full moons, but it was not called.
But you know the type I'm talking. Imagine a pool table.
My
in
buddy
that
owned
kind of
that.
establishment.
What was it called? The Oasis?
Oh, no, that's not the one.
Oh, what? There was one in Katy City that I remember called the Oasis.
I think Tyson was saying his buddy owned the moon that was in there.
Oh.
Oh, I can't. Was it called Timeout?
That was in Tyler.
That's entirely.
Actually, it's funny. No, it's funny. Well, I don't know what sort of show this is or watch it, but I actually have been to that place when I was in high school. When I worked at Groom and Son, there was a guy, he worked there. I'm trying to remember what his name was, but man, we went to that place one time, and then this was like 2 or 3 years ago. It was funny. We were going to Arkansas. My son was in the back of the car, and he was listening to Whiskey Myers,
Yeah,
and I had never really
down
heard
at
of
the
Whiskey
Timeout,
Myers, and,
yeah.
and they had this song playing, and it said she worked at the timeout on 155 or off at 155, and I said, man, who's singing that? And he goes, Whiskey Myers, and I said, are they from East Texas somewhere or in that area? And he looked it up, and he's like, yeah, they are. And I said, I've actually been to that place, and he was like, really? I said, yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's still open now or not, but remember going there one night. Yeah,
There's one in by Hot Springs called something like that too.
yeah, there is. It's called Centerfolds.
Yeah. It's the only one around.
It's the only one around. It's
Yeah.
There's an exit right there. It's right by the exit. It's on the north side of Hot Springs up there. I mean, it's a friend of mine told me that.
Yeah. My friend told me about it too.
Yeah. Who was it? We probably got the same friend.
Yeah.
We probably got the same friend. So what is it on me? I'm gonna take that busted pool table, man. If we can play pool on it, we're good. It's just kind of a mess, but we'll take it. I like playing pool.
Bumper pull.
Sounds good.
Bumper pull.
All right, now Braden, your last selection is going to have to be in the
Wild card.
Entertainment piece.
entertainment piece. Yes, sir.
I guess I'm gonna take the gaming PC.
Gaming PC.
Nerd.
I don't play that, but I guess I'd learn.
You learn how to do it. All right, and then Tyson, your last thing is your sitting area. So what are you taking, Tyson?
Give
for
him the
your
bar
sitting?
stool.
Take the sectional.
Yeah, I have to take one out of that?
Yes, you do.
Or just the IKEA dining table and chairs?
That's just the dining room chair. It's not the table. It's just the chair.
Hey, it's a media room, man. You gotta have somewhere to watch that big Samsung.
Well, that was my wild card.
Look. All you
gotta
do is just go.
Give me some.
No, it says dining table chair.
Give me the bar stools.
The bar
There we
stool.
go.
That's terrible pick.
I think that's an awful pick myself.
Oh, you haven't seen my finished.
Oh, you got a wild card.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got a wild card.
Yeah.
All right.
See me through, my boy.
That brings us into the wild card round. So this is one thing. It can be off the list. It can be something completely random, whatever you decide to be. So Tyson, give us your wild card pick.
I think I'm gonna go with like a set of beanbag chairs.
Okay. Okay.
So beanbag.
He did grow up in the 70s.
Yeah, it is. He got that lava lamp there in the corner. Ready to go, man.
Braden, what about you?
I think I'm gonna take a butler.
A butler.
A butler.
Okay.
Do some butler.
See, that gave Matt an idea because he had no
Okay,
idea what he was
okay.
gonna pick.
Oh, I already know what I'm
We should
picking.
have started with him.
All right. That's a great question. What do I want in here? What do I need in here that I don't have?
You got the 85-inch TV
Your wife.
with the
You need
theater
your wife in
seats
there with you.
Oh,
with the
she's
mini
gonna come in here.
fridge.
She's going to come in here with me.
and a busted pool table.
Busted pool table and some theater seats, mini fridge. That is something that would be nice in there.
Can I take mine back?
Man, I think you know what? I got that 85-inch TV. We're good on that. Man, I don't know, just some good friends, man.
All right.
That's a kicker right there.
How about
It
that?
was already a stretch to let a butler in. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
a 80-year
Yeah,
degenerate.
some good friends with me.
Jeffrey.
Yeah.
All right. We'll put friends. We'll
There
let
we
you
go.
be savvy. We'll let you be savvy. All right, Matt.
I want a pet monkey.
All right.
Dude, that monkey wouldn't let you watch your movie.
The one from Hangover.
That 50,
The one from Hangover too.
that 50-inch TV.
Dude, if I had a pet monkey, all my friends would come over.
Look.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like, did Des Bryant have a monkey?
Yeah, he
Dallas
did.
Bryant. That was
Dallas Bryant, yeah.
Not even like
Bubbles. I should have got a chef.
a chef.
Nah, you
chef.
get pizza. You're good.
Yeah,
man.
so
You're
you can
good.
cook in a room that doesn't have any kind of cooking stuff.
But they can make you a snow cone.
I don't know what time do we have to shut all this off? 'Cause I do have a couple more questions.
No, we're-
I
we're
can
good,
I
dude.
don't want to rush y'all.
No, we're good.
No, so I did want to ask Matt. I have a couple thing here, but I did want to ask him. Like he's talking about when we were in Maybank or whatever. So how did that end at Maybank High School with you? Like what you say you got kicked out? Elaborate on this for
Yeah,
us.
I didn't quit. I got kicked out.
Yeah.
That wasn't Ron White. I got thrown out in
got-
public.
How did that work?
Our senior year, they went to a zero tolerance, which means they tolerated zero things.
Gotcha.
It was sometime during the semester time. Alvin called me in the office and said he pulled my file. This is back when your stuff was in a vanilla folder.
Yeah,
They didn't
good old
have
days.
computers really back then. I guess they did, but they didn't use them to that degree. Anyways, pull the folder out and it's about that thick, But we got in trouble for anything: not having paper, not having a pencil, not having your books, or late to class. You got a referral slip for it. And he told me, he said, Matt, he goes, if you get in trouble one more time in my office, hey, we're going to kick you out. And my senior year, had 5 weeks left of my senior year. And I left the parking lot out there by the ag barn. And it was gravel. And I had an 04 pickup truck. And I may or may have not gave it a little gas and burned out. To my recollection, I don't think I did, or I remember it, but apparently I burned out. There used to be an old guy out there, that parking lot guy.
Parking lot attendant guy out there.
And he wrote me up, went in there, and Alvin escorted me down to my locker. I grabbed everything out of my locker and threw it down the hallway between classes and told him, whatever, I'm done. And I was mad. I mean,
Yeah.
I had a partial scholarship to go with up to Baker College, Sterling College in Kansas to play baseball and football. Pretty much lost it. And I had to go to alternative school for the next 4 weeks to try to graduate. And granted, we've already done all our work. I mean, the last 4 weeks of your senior year, you ain't doing squat.
Yeah.
You're just showing up every day. I go to alternative school, and they told me I had to make up everything.
Was that the alternative school in Athens?
Yes, from that semester. Yeah.
I was there too.
Yeah. So I had to make
like a week. Is when I went.
That's how long
I
I
wouldn't do it
lasted.
anymore.
That's how long I lasted.
Yeah,
And I was there for a week, but you had to make up everything from the semester time. Well, I already passed the 6 weeks, the 5th 6 weeks, but they're making me go back and retake these tests. If you don't score above an 80, you have to retest. and you have to wait 48 hours to retest. And after about a week of it, I'm realizing I'm doing math. I mean, I'm not the smartest, but I know math. And my mathing was mathing right, saying that I wasn't going to graduate. And so I pretty much quit. I went to the graduation. They called my name out, but I just didn't have a diploma. I watched all our friends walk across the stage. I think it was in Corsicana. I can't remember where
That's
it
what I
was
was telling you the other day, that conversation about think that you
Yeah.
were kind of like, man, you were
But-
bummed.
Yeah, and I didn't graduate, man. Pretty much lost everything. And my goal was to go to college and play whatever baseball and football I could, there, and to be a coach, and do the teacher coach deal thing, and just didn't work out. And so I had to go to plan B, which was to try to do the Army thing. That didn't work out. So Mosier contracting is my plan C. And it's worked out. It's worked out fine.
It's funny,
I guess.
it's funny how life works. Like,
Yes.
just things, how it ends up working out. And you're like, man, a little fork in the road here or there.
My mom tried to fight it with the school board and everything, and they weren't having any of it. And she tried, but she didn't get nowhere. There are some teachers there that thought that I was the Antichrist. they thought I was dealing steroids to the athletic program, which I wasn't, man.
You was?
I was not. It's because I got to school early, and I'm just an early guy.
They saw him in the locker room with his pants down one day. I thought he was dealing steroids.
But I used to get to school early, and we'd stop at the Orange Cup.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
get my 2 burritos
For
and
sure.
my Dr. Pepper and my can of Copenhagen, and we'd hang out at my, people come to my truck and we'd hang out the truck.
Yeah.
And we're really out there just dipping snuff. I mean,
Yeah.
that's all we were doing. And for whatever reason, they thought I was dealing steroids. They literally, Alvin told my mom that my whole senior year, like every day they took the drug dogs by my locker and by the athletics locker, trying to find something to bust me with and everything. It was a weird deal. It's a weird time, really. I moved a lot in high school,
When did the
back and forth, leaving Maybank for a while. My stepdad traveled for storms and stuff. I went to high school in Houston for a little while. Went to high school in North Carolina, East Mecklenburg High School in Charlotte. Went to South Dade High School in Miami for a while, but ended up always coming back to Maybank. At some part of the year, I would be back in Maybank. It was for a month or 2 months, but every year I was in Maybank, there's periods of time that I was gone and come back type of deal. And what's weird is I never got in trouble at any other school I was at, but anytime I came to Maybank, I had nothing but issues with me getting in trouble. I think it's one of those things that, I was probably a turd. You
were.
I was.
I was
Yes,
like probably.
like junior high. You know what I mean? And maybe late elementary, 5th, 6th grade through junior high,
He was.
and that followed you
It does.
all the way through. As a teacher, hey, watch out for that Mosier kid. And so you get in there, you don't even stand a chance. I mean, there'd be a group of us sitting there laughing and talking, and I get singled out, the one getting in trouble or whatnot,
How
And-
every kid feels.
but it was really that way. I mean, it really was. Even looking back on it 35 years, I mean, it really was that way. I wasn't a bad kid, really. We joked around and laughed and talked, but, I mean, it wasn't like I was skipping school.
Man, I don't
Yeah.
know. We did like to have fun, though.
Yes.
That was the truth. We did like to have fun.
Now, we did get in trouble one time for getting a fight during a basketball game one time with some Kent boys. The girls was in a playoff game, and I ain't going to mention the other guys that was involved in it, but we right in front of the superintendent at the time was it was Albin, and Coach Schmelly was there because he was the athletic coordinator at the time. Albin was the principal and the superintendent. They're all sitting next to each other, bleachers. These 2 Kemp guys sat down right in front of them, and they jumped one of our friends at a party the weekend before, and we was talking to our friend like, "Hey, You gonna do something about it? I mean, we're stirring the stick a little bit, you know.
Egging him on.
And we finally talked him into it. Well, we started walking out the gym, and back up a second. Before we got to the game, we was at the old gravel pits over here in Maybank. Backed up one of those spots, maybe knocking down some natty lights before we got there. And so as we were walking out, we all turned and ran up the bleachers and jumped those two dudes and pulled them out on the court fighting right in the middle of the girls' basketball game. Then they call us, they grab us, Maybank boys, and take us back to the coach's office. And apparently they smelled natty light on us. And, they had the police there and everything. Did you know Maybank hadn't had a winning season in football since 2006?
I don't know about a winning season. I think they haven't made playoffs.
They haven't had a winning season since 2006.
Wow. No, I didn't know that.
65.
Yes, and that's when they had Colton Browning. Was the last time Maybank had a winning season. It's been 20 years since Maybank has had a winning season. And they hit me up, and recording, I don't care, but they hit me up to as sponsors do when they built a new billboard and stuff up there, and they told me the price of that billboard, and it was a lot. It wasn't like, hey, $500. It was like, I think it was $7,500 or something like that.
Can you imagine how much it would have been had they had a winning season in the last 20 years?
Oh, I was like, man, and I went to a game, I don't know, it was last year, the year before, when Maybank played Canton, and I went and sat in the stands, and I sat on the Canton side 'cause I was there for Roy and his son or whatever, and it was not the same.
Yeah.
Like the atmosphere at the games are nowhere near what they were when we were in school. Probably even when you was in school, it was probably even bigger then because football was big back then. But
since I left, I mean, we didn't win, but we won more than one game. I don't know if you were around maybe my junior year, but just our student section would be that whole side they had blocked off for us, and now it's like they have 2 rows.
oh, it's bad. It's pitiful. I mean, there's not even there's maybe 25, 30 kids on the sideline. You know what I mean? We had the whole sideline would be filled up, type of deal. It's strange. It's very weird.
It's funny you talk about that, about high school sports and high school football, and I've kind of seen a different angle from that, or a different side of high school stuff. So what was interesting is when I actually went to school in Brownwood, I went there for 1 year, and my second senior year of high school was in Brownwood, and I lived there and I actually graduated high school. But man, you talk about football and eat, sleep, and breathe football. Go to Brownwood, Texas. Yeah.
Where's that at?
It's out in central Texas, kind of south of Abilene.
So
okay.
Down there. Past Stephenville. It's past Stephenville. It's out there. But, man, Gordon Wood is like a Texas coaching legend. He won, I don't know if it was 5 or 6.
Some of the awards are actually.
Yeah, Gordon. It was Gordon Wood Stadium and Gordon Wood Awards. But, they won 5 or 6 state championships back, I think, in the 60s, 70s, maybe in 80s. And so I went there in 95, 96.
Right.
I went there and I kind of just ended up out there. I'm not even sure how I ended up out there, but I did just kind of craziness working for a guy. And but man, you talk about taking football serious, and they were not good the year that I went there. But you talk about places where if you want to go rob a bank, you could rob it on a Friday night. Every single person from that town was at that stadium, and I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah,
they shut businesses down on a Friday night in
but
September.
It's not like that. It's not like
a playoff
that anymore.
game. No, it's not like that, especially here. And then my son, he played football at Sashe, and Saxe's 6A. He played defensive back there in Sashe, which was interesting. My son is playing defensive back at a 6A high school, but man, they brought the fans too. Those are big stadiums.
And they did. When I brought my kids up in Forney, even they've always been really good in sports and stuff.
Yeah.
It wasn't for football. Their girls soccer is pretty strong too.
Yeah.
I think they end up. Didn't y'all beat Forney in the playoffs when your daughter was in high school?
I believe
her junior
year. I played with them. I think it was Forney. It wasn't North Forney. I know they played North Forney at a tournament one day because I texted you and I said, "Hey, is your daughter playing on that team?" And he said, "No, I think something had happened or something." But they were playing at North Forney High School.
She probably got in trouble.
I don't remember what it was. She wasn't playing that. Maybe she was injured or something like that.
Yeah,
but they ended up playing Forney.
But Forney's big. I mean, their football, and you get into is Forney considered an inner city? I mean, it's part of the cities now with the boom that it is, kind of like Sashe and everything too.
Well, North Forney football exploded a few years ago.
Yeah.
So was it Adrian Peterson's? Was it son or little brother or something like that. One of them's the quarterback for, I think it's North Forney. It's either North Forney or Forney, one of the two. But
I want to say it's North.
Last year,
I wanna say it's his oldest son.
it was the North Forney. I don't remember who it was, but it was a quarterback, and I think he was going to Ohio State. He committed to Ohio because I think he committed to Tennessee. Like his mom wanted him to go to Tennessee or something, and then he didn't want to, and I think he got out of it and went to Ohio State.
By Anna, a little bit.
Not as far as Anna. No, I mean, we're by Garland. I mean, Sashe is in Garland ISD. There's, man, I can't remember if there's 6 or 7.
You're close to the Firewheel.
I live 5 minutes from Firewheel. That's where I live. And Sashe High School is, right there. But yeah, I think there are like 6 or 7 6A high schools in Garland ISD that are Garland schools. Garland, Sashe, Rowlett, all the North Garland, South Garland, Naaman Forest. I think a couple have moved down to 5A, but they're also in the district of Wiley and Wiley East. And it is interesting to see those schools, man, how the crowd they pull. I know they're bigger schools, but they're much bigger stadiums also.
Yeah.
But, man, they just fill them out. And
kind of like the McKinney Stadium.
Yeah, well,
no, man, that's crazy.
Let me say this on the Maybank, though. And again, everybody knows I do Maybank sports. It's like my main gig. But they've had a couple of rough years over the last few years. And I'm not trying to put it all on one kid. Like the future success on one kid. They got a stud that is coming up right now.
Sir Parker
Miller.
Brian Miller's son.
Okay.
You remember Brian Miller?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know him well, but I know who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His dad holds every rushing record at Maybank, and Sir Parker is going to break every single one of them.
Well, that's
You
good.
can mark it down right now. Sir Parker is a freaking beast.
Did they just move down in classification?
No.
Or they go up?
Well, it all changed, though. I mean,
Yeah, but
it wasn't
they
even
changed
six.
something in
It
a
wasn't
different
even
district or
6A.
something
It
now,
wasn't
right?
even.
Yeah, we're playing a little bit. This is the easiest district Maybank's had in
Oh,
years.
wow.
Because when I played, we had Anna, Chapel Hill, Lindale, Kilgore, Sulphur Springs, all those powerhouse 4A schools. Anna, our senior year, won state.
Yeah.
And then our junior year, they had 7 D1 commits. Their nose guard was one of my first ever varsity starts, and I went to go cut him. And he did not fall. He got up. He said, "I got MF and tree trunks. You're not chopping these down." And I said, "All right."
And he meant it.
Yeah, he did it. I called him Daddy.
Yeah. Oh, man. Didn't you play nose guard?
Yes, my senior year.
Your senior. So I thought
Yeah.
you played nose guard
I
your
would've
senior
I
year.
would have chopped those little limbs down.
Oh
I
man,
don't know about that. This
You
guy,
don't- you don't
he's
know,
pretty
man.
spunky, but yeah, it's
No, that kid's playing at Clemson now.
that's awesome.
He was legit.
So what do you guys do for Mosier's? I mean, I know he just. We're not sure what he does. I know he
Yeah.
does paperwork. Like, what do you guys do here at Mosier's Design Center?
Well, I'm really new, so
Okay.
like 2 to 3 weeks new now, and just going to try to kind of help out with operations management and organization and keeping up with jobs and making sure that we're covering everything we're supposed to be covering.
Do you meet with customers also?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's something I learned. Something it took me a long time. I had a friend of mine. He might be watching, but he owns an audio-visual company up in Dallas. Very successful guy, and he started his company out about the same time I did.
Mm-hmm.
And I just see him just kept doing this. Him marrying a woman that's a family practitioner probably helped.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
But I kept, I see him every so often, ever since I got hurt, we're not as close as we used to be because we used to play golf and stuff together all the time.
Yeah.
But I would ask him, I said, man, how do you do it, man? Like, what do you got to do? I'm so tired of this.
Yeah.
You know it.
Yeah,
It's
for
a
sure.
roller coaster, right?
sure.
He said, man, you need to hire a sales guy. Man, he told me for years and years, you need to hire a sales guy. And when you get busy, don't make your sales guys do project managing. Have them just sell. And it wasn't probably like 2-3 years ago, man. I guess it's 2.5 years ago probably. I hired Maddie and another guy. The other guy didn't work out, but Maddie, did it. Then Roy, when he worked with us, he was kind of doing the same thing. And full time, and it's really kind of what kind of really got us going. Do we have our slow months? I've learned this lake very well, and this lake, when it comes mid-July to September, there ain't nothing down here.
Because they're enjoying their
Yes.
places. They're not looking
Yeah.
to do the work on it.
And we're not working on those other houses. There's not very many in-betweens from lakefront property
yeah.
to,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
There's only so many houses on that water.
Yes, and
yeah.
the in between we don't do a lot of those jobs. There's one or the other. You got the rich and you got the working folks, and there's just not a lot of working folks that want to go and spend 20, 30, 40 grand
For sure.
on the deal. They're trying to do it themselves. That sort of deal. But yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing that got us over the hump really was hiring the sales guys, and the whole flooring store just kind of happened overnight. Wasn't even our plan. We got an office on Market Street to have an office.
Yeah.
And before you know it, I'm like, hey, we got all this space. Let's sell something, And
Yeah.
so I made some phone calls to actually a buddy of mine that sold a flooring store in Forney. I'm like, hey, man, how do you sell flooring? He goes, call this guy. And before you know it, I call these guys and they're showing it with displays. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, so what's my price? I'm like, this. I said, what do you sell it for? And that the selling deal was a whole learning experience. It took us over a year to figure out percentages and margins, because there's a difference between percentages and margins. And we were selling stuff at percentages, and when you're a store, you work off of margins. And it's really complicated to try to explain it, over the mic or whatever. But we learned margins, and we started seeing that increase and stuff like that.
As with most things, you learn it the hard way.
Yes.
100%.
Most
That's
definitely.
the rule of thumb in my house, man. My kids know, hey, most lessons are learned the hard way. So
And with the training and stuff, with these guys, Brady never sold it. He's mowing yards, on the weekend. And I hired him to haul trash for us in the dump trailer. And he did about 3 trips out to Corsicana to the dump and realized he don't want to do that no more. He's like, I want to sell. And I'm like, you know what? He's a personable kid. We put him into it, and he absolutely kills it, man.
Yeah.
He does very, very well. Right now, he's probably our top seller, I would guess, if you go off a dollar amount of what the jobs cost and everything. He's done really well. May does good too, but
So does he, like your sales guys, people call in here and they just kind of take it from there, or do they go out? I mean,
they go out some, but a lot of it's just people just calling in, and I'm just like, hey, go measure this. I need this. Kind of like just now, I told him to go run over there to the fire department, and they're wanting to do some stuff over there.
Yeah.
And he goes, gets all the measurements. I make them type up the bid, how they think it should be typed up. Then they come sit in my office for about 30, 45 minutes, and we go to editing.
Yeah, so this is how it really should be.
And it's teaching them
for sure.
And they get better and better every month. As far as writing bids and stuff up, but they still forget things. One of the biggest things we do, like on bathrooms and kitchens and stuff, they're notorious for is they forget about baseboards. Like everybody, I don't know what it is about baseboards, but both of them, they leave baseboards off. I'm like, well, when you put new cabinets, we're going to be pulling up baseboards because those old cabinets ain't going to fit with a new type of deal. And it's one of those things, just learning and doing that sort of stuff.
Yeah. So do you do work for builders, home builders there at the lake too, or
we got a
mainly
few
just customers? Like
we got a
homeowners?
few. The problem is down here at the lake is some of these builders down here, because we do contracting work, we do remodels, and we'll build someone wants us to.
Sure.
And they think that we're competition, and we're really not.
Yeah.
And there's enough work down here for everybody. And I would never, if a builder came in here and it's their client here, I would never say, hey, let me do the rest of your house. You know what I mean? I'm not stupid.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And bite the hand that feeds you.
Exactly. And my exact terminology that I used to a couple of them that just came here recently was saying that. But, I don't know why they think that, but I've been in business a long time. It wasn't from stealing from people
100%.
and that sort of deal. So it makes no sense to me about that. But you get that down here because it's still somewhat of a small town
Wild West
mentality a little bit, you know what I mean, type
Yeah.
of deal. But you saw as you're driving in down here. Kaufman's booming.
Everything's booming.
175, they got the racetrack and Starbucks. You know how it goes.
Yes, sir.
Those things start popping up before you know it. You're gonna blink and they're gonna be a
when those
6A. Maybe it's gonna be a 6A school.
When those stores start popping up, trust me, they know what's coming.
Yes.
It's when you start seeing that, you're like, oh yeah, okay.
And that's one of the deals why when I was looking, I knew I needed more space. Mm-hmm. We're just outgrowing it. I needed more square footage and stuff. And I went and talked to some people in the city and stuff. And, hey, man, I need some more space. I need some more space. And a person told me, it's like, Matt, you can't afford 198. It's something by the square foot, is what they told me. And they're like, we got another road cutting in over here that, that land's going to be zone commercial. There's going to be a school going in over there. And, I sat and thought about that for months. And I'm sitting there, I'll drive by and look at it and everything. And I'm like, how many people are really going to be driving down that road? They're still going to use 198. You know what I mean?
100%.
And so I kind of got a little, I don't know, not offended, but I'm like, I want a 198.
Yeah.
One way or another, when we found this building was just for lease, and met with a guy, and we hit it off, man. Me and him both hit it off, and we talked a little business, and I'm like, hey, let me talk to my wife. Me and my wife met with him, I don't know, about a week later at his place in Forney. He has a big, 60,000 square foot warehouse in Forney. Met with him there. Then we just kind of hit it off. I'm like, hey, man, you want to sell the building? And he's like, I actually do, And so we was able to buy the building that way from him. And I'm just glad that I got on 198.
Yeah.
Because we did there's a study done, I don't know, about 8-9 years ago. I know a business down here on 198, and they did a study as far as the traffic flow. And back then they said it's 50 or 60,000 cars a day drive down 198. And that was like 5-6 years ago. It's probably more, I would imagine it's more than that now.
Yeah, I would think so.
And so we're pretty excited. Everyone that has came here, even you and people that stopped by, I'm like, man, you're in a great location. You're in a great location.
It's wonderful.
And I'm very fortunate for that. So
Yeah, there's a lot of people. I mean, I think there's probably a lot of people that no matter where they live, they have lake houses that they're going to pass right by this.
yes.
That they go right past this building to get to.
Well, even if they don't, I mean,
yeah, they're
some,
coming over here for something.
if they're coming from Dallas to Tool, they might cut off and kick
Yeah.
and everything, but they still got to run a gun barrel to get something.
100%.
You know what I mean? All you got to do is hit that light and look this way.
You see it.
And you see the building and stuff. One of the reasons why we made those signs really, really big.
Yeah, it looks great, man. It's awesome.
And we're still in the process. So we saw the guy here trying to get our service counter done. That's what I'm really excited about that.
Right here?
Yeah, it's all going to
that's
be wrapped
nice.
in porcelain, the face of it, porcelain countertops, even the face of it with the mitered edges and everything. So it's going to look really grand when they come in. So
Which is what your customers want.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, whatever customers want. But, Matt, I have a ton of respect for Matt. I really do. I mean, just like I said, we haven't seen each other in a long time.
Yeah.
But I do. I have a lot of respect for this guy, man. And what he's done, this is amazing. I mean, you'd have to know Matt 35 years ago.
Yeah.
To seriously, you walk in here and go, man, it's pretty amazing.
He's like, that's SOB did it.
No, I mean, it really is.
He did it.
I think I probably have even more respect for Matt than maybe even some people do. Like I said, not only did Matt and I were at the bottom of that barrel a long time ago, but I kind of know what it means. It takes a lot of work to do this, to do what you've done here, and man, it takes a lot of not just work. You mentioned on it earlier. It takes a lot of guts. It takes a lot of guts to take that step because it's scary, man. It's really, really scary.
And the term I use for it is, the crazy thing about the whole thing is, Grady, is that I did all this work on this building without having a contract on the building.
Oh.
Went by faith alone.
Hey.
Hey, this guy's going to stay true to his word.
Yeah.
When we hit our closing date, he ain't going to pull nothing funny. And we're going to sign papers and go. I was moved into the building before I ever even closed on the property yet. Because
Sometimes you got to do that.
but I had people in my circle like, Matt, man, you're crazy. What are you doing? What are you doing? I tell them, you got to risk it for the biscuit, baby.
100%.
And sometimes in life, you watch any of these people that in business, at some point in time, you got to take a risk.
I just talked about this to somebody the other day. I can't remember what I was watching, but it intrigues me when I watch these documentaries or read these articles about how a business has started. Stuff that we know now are these gazillion-dollar businesses, and you look back, and I always like seeing the beginning. And there's, they had to have a lot of faith, and two, they had to have a lot of, things break right for them.
Yes.
But man, it always intrigues me to see that.
Yeah. I mean, it all starts with a risk.
100% it starts.
I
with
mean,
that.
it started with risk 30 years ago for me to say, all right, I'm quitting my job. I just had a kid, just bought not a brand new house, but bought a house in Forney.
Yeah.
Just bought a brand new truck, and just bought my wife a vehicle. And I'm like, hey, I want to start my own business. I want to go full time.
Yeah.
He was like, do what? You know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think I can do it, you know? And that's why I said earlier is fear of not being able to provide for your family is a great motivator.
It's the
And
best
that's pretty
motivator.
much what got me up every day.
It's the best motivator.
And I mean, I told someone this here a while back, probably through my 20s, most of my 20s, because I started when I was young, and all the way to my maybe early 30s, 31, 32, most of my work was done at 9 o'clock at night until 1 o'clock in the morning.
Amen. At my kitchen table,
Yes.
I did more work than I still do. There's times that I still do. Man.
Yeah.
My kitchen table, I will do more paperwork and stuff than ordering stuff and all that. In a 3-hour stretch, I can order enough glass that is a week's worth of work or
Yeah.
a week and a half worth of work. But man, I know exactly what you're saying. But
Send out invoices,
Oh,
doing
my
bids
gosh.
and stuff. You know, I always made time when it got always really through my kids growing up. I always try to be home when they got off the bus. Right, and they would get off the bus between 3:30 and 4 o'clock. I always made a point to try to be home at that time. That means if I had to go in at 7, get materials, you know, to all the job sites, line everybody out, and I would leave around 2 o'clock every day to be home because living in Forney at that time, driving, even then the traffic would take you an hour to get home.
Yeah.
And I'd be home for them to get off the bus. Then as soon as they got off the bus, we're doing sports, right? It's
Well,
going to soccer practice.
I think we have that in common too. 'Cause
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%. Man, I can probably count on one hand the amount of things that I missed of my kids because I was working because I did the same thing. Man, I worked my schedule. I wanted to be at every single thing
Yes.
that they did. If it was something they were getting an award, if it was practice,
And I know why too. And I thought about this earlier, and I haven't mentioned it. I think because both of us lost our dads as a kid, and the one thing when I had a kid is like I want to be there for everything
100%.
because my dad wasn't there to see this, wasn't there to do that, and that sort of deal, and that's what probably made us both the fathers that we are now.
Yeah, I think we're both pretty good dads.
Yeah.
I mean, and my thing with parenting and, Uncle Ty, you can probably agree on this, man. It's just being there.
Yeah.
Just show up, man. I think, I think about that. My daughter even brought this up last night. She and I went to go eat dinner last night. She had an errand to run, so I went with her. And we passed by a soccer field that she practiced at. And she was like, man, her exact words, she goes, I think about that sometimes. She goes, do you ever think about how many hours of your life you wasted at a soccer field at practice? Where I told her, I said, I didn't waste a single hour. Not one was wasted. I spent a lot of hours there, but man, there wasn't a single minute wasted at a soccer field or with my son with his football or baseball or whatever he played, man, because
Greatest memories.
Oh, man, and not only that, man, we want to make society a better place, man. Spend time with your kids. That's how you do it.
Absolutely. I think when my daughter quit soccer, my oldest one, she played. I mean, I was really upset when my middle one quit.
Yeah.
She was really good.
Yeah.
And when she decided I don't want to play no more, I didn't want to talk to her for 6 months. I could have punched her in her throat, man. Because I was like, man, and it's kind of what you said right there. I was like, I used to think, man, we wasted all this time, this energy. I mean, I had an indoor facility in Forney.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember you had that.
I built and
Yeah.
to train in and all that stuff. But I mean, you kind of hit the nail on the head right there. Made me kind of look back and like it wasn't wasted.
No,
it wasn't wasted time because we were sitting around just the other day. We're in the living room hanging out in my house, and I'm sitting there looking for a picture, and I'm come across a bunch of her school picture or soccer picture. I'm like, oh, she has a new boyfriend, and she was trying to convince her new boyfriend that she used to be athletic. And so type of deal. I'm like, yeah, man, she used to be able to jump high.
Yeah.
We're sitting there. I said she was tough. Type of deal, and it made me like look back on those days. Like, man, we had a good time though. It wasn't a waste of time at all.
No, not a waste of time at all. And I look back on it, and I mean, we have pictures all over our house. But like you'll go through a box or something of pictures, man. And it's great to go down that memory lane. And yeah, it's great because guess what? I was there. We went to that and saw that and did all that stuff. But yeah, it's pretty amazing, man. It's but I think you're right. I think you're right on certain things. If there's a reason why we wanted to be that and spend that time. I have friends of mine, there are people that I know that they have kids or that grew up or same age as my kids, man, they were never there. They never
Yeah.
did anything, and it was not because they were working. It was just kind of like
They didn't care.
they didn't care, man. I tell you, one of the craziest things. I think it was on senior night. My son had football senior night one night, and we went. They walked them on the field and did all that, and there were several kids there that there was nobody there with those kids on senior night, like a coach or a teacher was with them. And I know there's so many different situations that cause people to not be there.
Right.
But like, I want to see at that point in time what both parents, some may not be there at all, but like there was not somebody in that kid's family that could show up on that. They know about that months ahead of time.
Yeah.
Like if you got to work, guess what? There are not a lot of bosses that you went in months ahead of time.
I got a great example of that. It happened Sunday at church.
Okay.
So we had friends and family day at church Sunday, and the church did a surprise deal at the beginning of church of worship. They brought the little kids from the back to come up and sing a song. Well, I'm a deacon of the church, and I'm part of all the ushers and greeters and stuff.
That's amazing too.
Yeah.
Matt Mosier's a deacon at his church.
Sir Deacon.
He went from selling steroids in his church to a deacon at a church.
Yeah. And so our foster kid, Tristan, he's 6. He's up on stage, and I'm at the back by the sound booth, because I'm working the doors and that sort of deal. And my wife is on the worship team. Well, she's standing behind. She can't really see him, and he doesn't know that she's standing behind him because he didn't see her. And I'm sitting in the back, and I can see him, but he can't see me because there's lights and stuff on there. And they're doing their whole little dance with their song, and he's sitting there. And he's not really, like, moving. You know what I mean? Just kind of sitting there, just kind of looking around, finger hanging out of his mouth. And I'm like, man, let me get my camera out. This is a great time to take pictures because my wife's going to ask me, did you take pictures? You know what I mean? And I don't want to have that conversation. So,
Are we married to the same one? What's her name?
Yeah. And so, I don't know. It's probably bad of me. The reason I went up there because I didn't want to get griped out later about pictures. But that's the reason why I went up there. Yeah. Then I saw the kid see me because I walked all the way to the front row. He saw me there to see him. All of a sudden, he started, doing his dance and everything. I'm like, I should have been up here, 30 seconds ago and everything. And he started participating, in the dance and everything. And that's just because a kid wanted someone to be there while they're done.
So many videos online of these kids that are in programs and stuff. And just like you talked about, there'll be somebody that you tell probably they weren't expecting someone to show up. And all of a sudden that kid sees whoever that person, whether mom or dad, their brother, uncle, whoever, the grandparents or whatever, and their face just changes. It just lights up. And, man, that goes back to just show up, man.
That reminds me of that movie, Little Miss Sunshine.
I've never seen that movie.
Oh, you definitely have to go watch that movie. It's about this little granddaughter and her granddad, and they go on a talent show. And you got to look it up, man. It's a hilarious, funny movie and everything. But she goes up there, she's doing this stuff because the granddad's not a very good guy, t-shirts and stuff and everything. But yes, you got to go watch it. Have you never know what I'm talking about? Man. But you got to throw it up on the screen when we did the playback. It's called Little Miss Sunshine. But yeah, definitely it's a must watch, go see and everything. But man, Grady, it looks like we're about wrapping up our time, and I got to go sales appointment. I got to go to at 3:00. This is the longest we had yet.
Yeah, I got to go back home, man.
He's got to go back home and measure
I got to go
a shower.
One shower, I do.
Measure a shower, but we appreciate you being here, man.
Man, thanks for having me, man.
It's been a long time.
Nice to meet you, my man.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Hey, Uncle Tom, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, man, I'm gonna start growing my hair out like this guy. What product do you use?
Yeah,
he's natural.
This
guy's just natural. So
we had some more questions for you, and we'll leave it with this. I got a rather and what's it called?
Would you rather?
Would you rather
okay
be able to speak to animals or speak all languages?
Speak to animals.
That's easy.
Speak animals?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I'd speak to animals.
Actually,
for sure.
I say that, but I've told Matt before, I have a 150-pound cane of Corso that's a complete idiot. I love him to death, but he would 100% be behind me all the time. Dad.
Yeah.
You got animals?
Yeah, I got 2 dogs. Sorry, my wife has 2 dogs.
My wife's got 4. What kind of dogs?
French bulldogs, 2 little ones.
2 Frenchies?
Yeah.
I got a Frenchie, Boston Terrier, another little rat terrier looking dog, and we got a Great Dane.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You want 2 more Frenchies?
No, I don't. I didn't want the 4 we have now.
Oh my gosh.
And we can't do nothing because we got to figure out what to do with the dogs.
Yeah. No, that's kind of where we're at the same thing. Yeah, we're some trips planned. It's it's these dogs. Yeah, what are we gonna do with them? It's just but we're after these 2, we're out of the dog business.
She came home with the Frenchie just here recently, and I'm like, and she's cute as a bug, man. I forget what's got 2 different
Your wife
colors.
or the Frenchie?
The Frenchie's really ugly, but what makes her so cute. But man, that dog, man, she don't listen worth nothing, man.
Yeah.
And she's fat, man. The dog. The dog, Grady. What's
I bet
that?
you could edit that.
Oh,
some.
yeah.
I bet you could edit that some.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You can make that. Yeah, we can.
Dude, you go get me a sleep on the couch.
or I could just clip it up and send it right to Miss Deborah.
There we
Yeah,
go. We'll do that. We'll do that.
And Deborah's usually she's supposed to be on the podcast today, but she got a little sick today.
No, that's not good.
And
Hope she's
so
okay.
she had to go get a shot. And when she talked to me last night, she was, okay. And so,
I don't think she wants to be on the podcast again after what happened to her last
Oh,
week.
oh yeah, we kind of pranked her with some drinks.
Oh.
Trying to guess a drink through the box. And he wants to put, what was it, hot sauce and
I
water?
had a soda that was dirt flavored, so it was a dirt flavored soda, and then Frank's Red Hot and water.
thanks for not doing that to me.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have been good. I don't like that.
Hey, episode drops today. Oh, right here. Episode drops today.